Hi, divas. I'm making a coffee. I'm making a coffee. Oh my god. Okay, read the show notes because I'm not selling today. So if you thought I was selling, sorry, girl. This is a hangout. This is a vibe. This is a chat. I'm literally playing music in my house. I'm doing laundry. We're organizing. So this is like come hang, come vibe. Sorry to disappoint. If you clicked, it always, whenever I say that, it's like the immediate click off. Wait, the immediate click off. I'm like, okay, y'all, bye then. Bye then, bitch. Okay. But hello, girls. Good morning. I do my coffee really simply, Chad. I saw your message. I'm an OG girl. Okay, listen up. Listen up. I use my actual like coffee maker. Like I like a pot of coffee. I do milk and then I just do a little bit of maple syrup and like some vanilla. Good morning, divas. Hello, 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 hello. Also, if you're here from TikTok, hi. But yeah, I'm simple with my coffee. I actually feel like whenever I drink coffee that's a little overly sweet, overly syrup, it makes me too nauseous. Like I actually get very nauseous from it. So I keep it simple over here, which does save me a little bit of money. Wait, afternoon? What time is it where you are? Are you on the East Coast? Beans is here. He's looking at me like, let me outside. He wants to go outside, you guys. Period. New York in the building. Ugh, I miss New York. You want to go outside? Guys, I'm oxying some clothes. You want to see? I love that I can just show you like this. Yeah. So we have some really cute pieces. I think tomorrow's going to be like a boho fall show. But yeah, tune in, tune in, tune in. Hi, Danny. Hi, girls. Okay. Let me put you down. Low-key, I hate when people walk with their phones. But yeah, today, read the show notes, girls. We're hanging, we're vibing. Ask questions, build community. I feel like this is the best way to promo too. You're more than welcome to promo if you'd like to. Oh, thank you for saying that. Love you too, boo. I'm so happy that you guys are doing it. I feel like it's such a good opportunity. Like, honestly, if you just thug it out, if you thug it the fuck out and really stick it out, you can make good money doing it. Like, you can sustain doing it. But it is hard. And I feel like that's what I try to put in my videos is like, baby, it ain't easy. It ain't easy, baby. It ain't easy. But it is like so rewarding when you do get over the hump. Planet Gold, I'm a Libra. September 28th, honey. It's coming up. It's coming up. It is coming up. And I was going to say, if you're dealing with perception, I really genuinely believe this on a human level. This is to anything that you do. Happy birthday, Yuri! Oh my God. Everybody wish a bad bitch Yuri happy birthday. But I feel like it's with anything that you do, you just have to get over that hump. Like eventually you're either going to live your life saying, okay, I'm not going to go after what I want. Yes, which a bad bitch. Happy birthday, girl. Or I'm going to succumb to that. Like you have to face the fear, and the only way you can do it, like the only way out, is through. It's literally through. You have to just go through it. I say this all the time too. I had so many shows initially where I like didn't have a lot of viewers either. I didn't have a lot of buyers. I still have shows that are inconsistent, so it's like I just keep showing up and trusting the universe, God, whoever the fuck you believe in, that they're gonna bless and reward that hard work and the effort that I'm putting in. So if you know in your heart of hearts, like I'm putting in effort, and mind you, I'm grinding. That's why I vlog myself. It's really accountability, low key. But like dead ass, if you can say I've been doing that, like you have no way to not succeed. Like if you just keep going, genuinely. And it is not easy to like believe that all the time either. That's not said enough. Like I have to reiterate that to myself every fucking day. So yeah, going live kind of helps that though, because you're talking to other people and you're also like talking to yourself for sure. Yes, but you and Chad, like, or you and Chad, Ashley, Ashley and Chad, both of y'all in the chat, like, you guys do the same, you know? And I feel like you can see that in your videos, you see that in your business, and how you just keep showing up and refining and like trying to get better. That's why I say pivot, pivot, pivot too, y'all. Like, period. Okay, Taylor, good ass point. You only need two people in your motherfucking, chat to have a bidding war. Like, you just need two people to want the same item. More often than not, yes, in a very large seller's lives, a lot of people will have, more interest in an item and maybe will bid it up. But often than not, even in my business now, like, a lot of it is two people or maybe three people that are bidding against it. So you really don't need that many people. And your shows should be the same, whether there's 10 people or 100 people. Like, my shows have not changed. Let me know in the chat, have they changed? Like, now that I have more people watching me, I feel like they're still the same. I still yap, I still go at my speed, I still run what I want to run, and I try to, like, keep up with the chat. I feel like I'm very good at keeping up with the chat. Yes, Morgan. I think that's also important too. Like, keep up with the chat, interact, read the fucking chat. Sometimes I scream at my phone, like, read the chat. I just like you'll see the same person spamming. God, that was happening so much last night. If you were on several people's lives, but I was just like, y'all posting and like copy pasting the same comment over and over is so crazy in a public forum. Like we're all finally somebody was like, girl, please stop. And it's like I feel bad because she just wants her shit, but sister, we're all here too. Like the girl can only read and do so much. It's hard. Diva, are you back from your trip? I'm like, wait, who's on the account today? Let me know. But are you back from your trip? If it's my queen. Yes. So yeah, y'all, that's really the tea behind it. Keep showing up. And if you grind, you will get there. Yes, Nada, my diva. Your trip looked beautiful. Living for the content. Can't wait to see everything that you drop. Everybody follow Holy Thrift if you don't. I feel like you probably already do because she is that girl. Holly, I'm so excited for your show. I literally am so excited for it. Like, stop. Don't be nervous. I think the first show is always nervous, or you're always going to be nervous, but you kind of eventually, like, again, it's like a muscle. You just have to keep going. That's why even doing lives like this really help. Like, I don't think people I don't know. Like sometimes even taking the pressure off of selling something on a live, it's just like it was a bottle of whiskey. I'm like, girl, we drank it today. It's an Irish coffee today. Hi, Morgan. Good morning, bitch. Well, good afternoon because you're also in Florida or you're in Florida. But yeah, just go live, and not have the pressure of selling. Like even just going live and yapping, making community. That's also a good way to grow. Like a lot of people will be like, "Can I promo?" It's like, bitch, just go live and talk and let people get enmeshed with your personality. Okay, let's sit down. I'm like doing anything to avoid shipping today. Sorry, girls. I'm kidding. I'll do it later, but I have so much shipping to do. Yes, that's what I'm saying. My shirt says, "Yes, they're fake. The real ones tried to kill me." I was definitely getting looks at the bins today, but I was like, honestly, I need to wear her out. Like, I need to wear my little thing, my little tees. I have so many cutie little tees. I think I'm gonna sit on the floor. Thanks, divas. I have so many phones. I have this coffee in my hand. I'm doing too much right now. If you fall, sorry, bitch. Okay, I think we're set. Is the music too loud, you guys? We're locked in, girls. So yeah, read the show notes also if you're just joining. We're doing kind of like a yap, hang out, a vibe. I'm having coffee. I've been up since 6:30. I went to the bins today and it was good. It's starting to get busier, which does kind of freak me out. I get a lot of messages about like being scared to go to the bins. And like trust me, I've been there, but I feel like you have to just again, it's something you almost have to overcome if you want to do it. Like you're like, all right. Like I've tried to do it the other ways, girls. Learn from me. Learn from me. It's just too hard to be sustainable. And this is like some real shit advice. It's just too impossible. Like I've tried to not go the wholesale route, not to like have to go to the bins. Only sourcing from the racks is impossible to sustain on whatnot. And I am somebody that like this literally is my full-time job. I'm just like I feel like there's just no way. I was thrifting for like 6, 7 hours a day. And it was to the point where I'm like, okay, am I gonna actually kill myself and do this like from when they're open to close for what, 3 to 4 days a week? And mind you, like I do curated shows, so it was too much. I'm like, how am I able to source enough to then put into different like select curated shows? It was impossible, y'all. So I feel like I had to go back to, and it was like me kind of cutting my own ego and discipline and being like, bitch, you got to do it because it's not fun. If you go to the bins a lot, like it's not fucking fun. Yes, I source almost every day. I would say I don't source on Saturdays or Sundays typically because I don't enjoy going on the weekends when everybody's off. I would rather go Monday through Friday. It's low vibrational as fuck. For real. That's such a good way to put it. That's such a good way to put it. Not like, ugh. It's just really grimy and dirty, and that's why people laugh at the videos, but it's like it's so real. So imagine spending like hours there a day. I was there for 3 hours this morning. And so I don't know. It's not bad. Like I try to just think of it like I'm grateful because you do get such a low cost of goods. You get it all in one time. Like I'd rather spend 3 hours versus like, bitch, I live in Texas. I was driving all over, like just all over. It was so much gas. Like this saves gas. So it's just you kind of have to say, do I want my business to grow or am I gonna again let ego like keep me in this place because I don't want to do it? It's a discipline versus like motivation thing for real. And I had to have that ego death, girls. For real. No, I sourced from the same bin spot, the tall order. It's in Dallas. It's off of Westmoreland, so it's in like southern Dallas. But it's pretty fire. It's really not that busy. I feel like I'm low-key one of the only Y2K girls there. Don't try to come for it now, girls. But I'm just being honest. I don't feel like there's a lot more like families and people like that. A lot of t-shirt bros, obviously, but nobody really digs in the bins. And I feel like if you know, you have to be turning that bitch all the way through, especially to find like little camis and silks and whatever. So I don't know. I feel like it's a good environment. But I want to try the Fort Worth one. It's just a lot smaller. Like the Dallas one is huge. It's a huge bins. So you watch this bins haul and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go back. Yes, Manic Pixie Thrift. I'm like, oh, I need to make more bins hauls. I feel like making content in there, I'm still kind of uncomfy. Like I'm in the corner with my phone, like, all right, girls, blah, 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 blah. Because it's just, I don't know. They're kind of weird about it. I've had someone say, like, you're not supposed to film. And I was actually just on the phone, like on FaceTime. So I was kind of like, oh, I'm just on FaceTime. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. I was just like, all right, you've had like issues with it. Secondhand selection. Somebody said their closest bins was like almost 3 hours away. I was like, damn. I'm blessed then to have two like closer to me. I didn't realize they were that like so far and few. I had one in Miami that was like 10 minutes from my house, and then one in Fort Lauderdale. So I've never lived so far away, but like my parents live in North Carolina, and I think their bins is pretty far from them. Yeah, honestly, I think you should switch it up. I'm gonna try. I don't know what Fort Worth is gonna give because again, it's smaller, but yes, it is really the best being an only like little like I don't know Y2K girly. It's just fun. The rat was weird. I didn't see it. Thank God. You guys, honestly, if I saw it, I don't know if I'd be able to go back. I'm not. I'm so weird with that shit. Like same with God forbid cockroaches or things like that. I just there's a certain thing in me. Honestly, bodily fluids don't gross me out. That's your business. Whatever grosses you out, it really doesn't gross me out. Like I could be like a surgeon. I used to want to be a mortician. We could talk about that. But I'm like, I'm admitting that online. But I don't know. I don't really get that grossed out. But like bugs and things, a rat. Somebody messaged me once and said they saw like somebody had a dead body in their bins. I don't know if I believe that. I feel like that'd be on the news. I don't know. The bins bros, none of the bins bros at my bin actually seem to leave it alone. Like I've checked, not checked their carts, but like, you be peeping. And they don't seem like they ever pull Y2K. I feel like it's like me and maybe there's a lot of more people that try to find like new modern stuff. I feel like it's more of the modern girlies. And some of the bins bros talk about getting palettes and stuff too. So I'm like, maybe they get modern too. Yeah, the rat was just I'm just happy I was in the corner filming at the time, but I didn't see it. But there was like two ladies that just started screaming and running. And I assumed it, I'm like, okay, nobody else is running. So thank God. I'm like, is there, I don't know what's going on. Is there a pew pew in the house? Like, I don't want to know. But it was just, I don't know. I'm glad I didn't see it. I don't want to see it. But they just started running and I happened to be filming at the time. So I caught the end of her like screaming. Yeah, honestly, I need to start caring less too. I need to start caring less too about the filming. I really don't care about filming myself though. Like the bins is awkward because I feel like mine can get so cramped at times. Like there can be people deep because they only rotate it as much as it's a huge bins. They're only rotating one lane at a time when I feel like they should rotate more because it's so big. But I don't know. It gets too thick where I'm like I can't be like, all right, y'all. Like I don't know how Sam does it, like putting the clothes in the bin because there's just so many people around me that I feel like they would like be digging underneath my shit. Like it's not that not crowded, I guess. I couldn't think of the word. I'm catching up with the chat, y'all. Yes, you pay per pound on anything ob thrifted. It was literally mine today. I think everything came out to like $1.10, $1.15. Because the more you buy now, like they have a Goodwill, almost like caste system of prices. It used to be just one good ass price. Like in Miami, it used to be 189 a pound, and it was lit. And low key, honestly, having like or being in a city where going out like Miami, LA, I feel like it'll always have the best thrifting. And I don't know. I want to hear your opinions on that. Where do you think the best thrifting is? A lot of people say the Midwest. The going out cities just have the best Y2K. Like I think about that all the time. Miami fed me. I was so ungrateful in Miami. I was such an ungrateful bitch in Miami. Like honestly, guys, I'm trying to catch up with the chat, so I'm sorry. I'm just gonna scroll to the bottom and we're gonna have to. I was trying to read back, but it becomes too much. Then I'm not present with the girls. But yeah, Miami fed me for sure, and the bins was just never busy in the morning. Like even now, I like to go in the morning. I know that going at night or like even being there throughout the day is good, but girl, I know LA kind of gives me New York vibes where it would be kind of scary. I don't know. I'm not a fighter. I'm happy I live in a city that's like has good vintage and it's not overly crazy. Okay. Because I couldn't do it. Like if the bins was getting crazy, I can't. The bins in Miami would get crazy around like 9:30, 10, but they opened at 8. So I would go from 8 to 10, like almost every day. Thrifted, we don't have any garage sales. Like, I'm trying to look near me. I live in Dallas, you guys. If you live in Dallas, please let me know. I'm like, if you know of a garage sale. But yeah, I don't know. I never find good ones here. Or if I do, they're like 2 hours away. And I'm kind of like weighing the odds. Should I just say fuck it one day and go, and try it? I know LA seems really scary. The bins videos that I see, some of them don't look bad, but some of them, you guys, like it's just cart to cart to cart to cart, which ours can get that way throughout the day too. But I've noticed that even in Dallas, I'll go sometimes because they're open from 7 a.m., which is so clutch. Like I'm a morning girl through and through. Yes, the estate sales are so good here too, Sabrina, for real. In Dallas, like Fort Worth, they're so good, but they're becoming so popular. Like everybody obviously knows about estatesales.net, and it's just, oh my God. And now there's like lines. I posted an estate sale vlog, I want to say like a month ago, maybe, on TikTok. And yeah, I was even surprised myself when I pulled up and there were so many people in line. I'm like, not me being 30 deep. I'm kind of early and we're 30 deep already. Yeah, between two sleeping babies and a teacher bro. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's crazy. But it's kind of beautiful. That's why I try to again reframe, girls, because we're trying to get that money. So we're gonna be at the bins. Hi, Jules. Like it's kind of beautiful to see life like that. There's so many people at the bins and different types of people that it's kind of cool. It's like we're all here digging for our various shit that we find valuable in these like massive piles, and it's just so many different types of people. Like I've seen every walk of life. I feel like at the beans at the bins. So that's kind of cool. I'm like, honestly, it's not that bad. But yeah, I try to keep it real because it's really not cute. I hope you get a lot of good shit, though, my queen. I hope you get a lot of good shit because there are a lot of good things to be found. Becca, hi. Beans is good. He's outside right now. He loves to sunbathe during the day, so I let him do his thing. Has anyone been seeing those cat concrete videos, like of your cat loving to lay on concrete? Because mine really does. Like Beans loves to do it. Which update, you guys? If you were in my show yesterday, I was talking about this beautiful cat. I'm like, I don't want to talk about him too long. That I wanted to adopt from the ASPCA, but I refuse to let myself go back, you guys. I refuse to let myself go back. I can't. I know if I go, the cat is coming home with me, and I need to just be disciplined. So I'm like, my mom was like, "You're gonna get another cat right now." I'm like, I know, but I really do want one. I do. I have one cat. I have one cat named Beans. He might come inside, honestly, in a little bit. Yeah. Oh my God, JoJo Faith, for real, girl. Estate sale prices have gotten so bad. That's partially why I don't go anymore. I've had one. I want to say the last one that I went to was good. Maybe, which was what, the month ago, the estate sale vlog one. But I literally got three things, I think, from the in the vlog, three or four things. It was literally three items of clothes that cost me like $45 or something like that. So it's a little ridiculous. Unless I see like really good furniture. I bought an ottoman at an estate sale for a great price. Or something like that. Then maybe, but like other than that, I don't really do estate sales anymore, y'all. Orlando had the best estate sales. If you live in like Central Florida, Orlando had really, really good estate sales, and they weren't as competitive. Hi, Vic. How are you, Diva? But the old dads of these days, girl. Oh my God. Everybody at interstate sales honestly rude. That's what I'm saying. The Bins Loki has an equalizer. It's like Disneyland. It's all, you got to go. Now you have to pay for everything. Disneyland used to be like everybody buys a ticket and like you get the same experience. So some people save up, some people go every year. But there's kind of a concept in business like that. Like there's great equalizers across things. The Bins is a great equalizer. Estate sales are for like uppity people. Different types of people wouldn't be shopping at an estate sale. So I feel like that's the crowd you get. The last estate sale that I went to, the one from the vlog, I saw this man snatch this Roberto Cavalli bag. Of course, we all saw it in the photo, so I feel like everybody was like looking for it, and he like stared me and this other woman who was probably going to also try to snatch it. And we kind of just looked at him because I was like, "Oh my God, sir! Like a Chad for real, looked like a golf daddy." And I was like, "Yeah, you're probably about to just sell this on Poshmark." Good for you, sir. I said, enjoy that. Literally, relax, Paul. I was like, okay, go have fun. But he just like stared me down. I was like, ooh, I'm not gonna say anything. Like that's your business. But you knew we were going for it. Like, how dare you? Honestly, they never do. That happens at the thrift a lot too, though. Like even when I'm just thrifting, there's a lot more men in the women's section. So to whoever said that earlier in the chat, like it's 1,000% true. The men are infiltrating, girls. The men are infiltrating. They are definitely going to be shopping and like selling more Y2K, I think, more frequently, which is kind of crazy. But I'm here for it. I'm like, it's equal opportunity. Like we can sell men's, they can sell women's. Yes. Okay. I've heard to do that, honestly. If I found one that was really good, I kind of regret there's only one that I've been here. Yes, we're yapping girl and apparently falling. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this. I feel like I need a song with less lyrics. Although this is my vibe. But I need like some Rufus or something. Something relaxed. Oh my god. And he put it back so fast. Honestly, I don't know why. Like, I don't care if men buy women's clothes and women buy men's clothes, whatever. But I'm just like, damn, y'all really got on your Zoom. Like, it must have really started popping off on TikTok or something. Because before, like, nobody cared. When I was shopping at the bins in Miami and would like go source there all the time, what now a year ago, which is crazy, y'all. I've almost lived in Dallas for a year. There was like so many t-shirt bros, so many, and honestly, a lot of like Y2K girlies too. But they never would find stuff, or they would find it and give it to you, which was nice. If you kind of were like nice to them, you're like, oh, thank you, that's sweet. I'll take the dress. Appreciate the purse. Wait. Oh my God. Chad T. Really? They're that upset about it? See, that's like crazy to me. I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I just don't think that you can have it one way or the other. Like, it either needs to be equal or not. And I don't care. I'm like, it's equal opportunity. That's the same concept that people have with the resellers at the bins. Like, oh my God, you guys take clothes from people, or even just the concept of reselling in general. It's like, if you find it and can sell it, like, baby, this is America. It's equal opportunity. Just everybody can get the bag. Okay, you either get it or not. I doubt you're gonna go sit at the bins for 4 hours and be digging like a motherfucker. Okay, or in the other concepts too, if you wholesale and do stuff like that, it's a lot of money up front. So it's like if you want to spend $3,000 on 80 dresses or whatever the fuck, even less sometimes because they're really really beautifully made, then you go do that and resell it. Some people are a little bit crazy when it comes to selling on live, and they do kind of treat it like a flippant thing. And I'm like, oh, honey, you go sell this much, but that would be your ego talking. So I have to really like scale that back. But trust me, the fireplaces in me want to be like, baby, I'm humble. Let's not go there. Don't go there with me. I think that's the Libra in me though, that just refuses to like make anybody uncomfortable. So I'm like, no, like you should be nice. I'm like, oh, okay. And then the Aries moon is like, bitch, fuck that. Okay. Don't play. Don't play. Oh my God. Literally, Chad, Japan is like in my manifestations, like in my journal. Like, that is where I will go. I love Chris from Rebelonging. She's such an inspiration to me. I look up to her so much. I don't love, like, I'm not a huge, I wouldn't do bags really, but what she's done, her business, her content, like, she's just a bad bitch all around. I love that girl down. And I love that she sources in Asia. Like, oh my God, she goes everywhere. And it's just, it looks so cool. I've wanted to go to Japan since being a kid. So I will go. I'm manifesting that I will go. And to Italy. I feel like it'd be cool to go to like the Italian flea markets too. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That never been to the bins that make rage bait. Yeah, I know. It's honestly, or like people that never really thrift at all. And I'm like, okay, if you don't thrift, that's fine. But why be mad at people? Because it genuinely leaves the bins and goes to a landfill. Which I was talking to one of the bins like employees yesterday about that. And she was like, yeah, girl, no, that we literally take the trucks and like take it to a landfill. Like, this is the last stop. Because I didn't believe that. No shade, no tea, but I've seen that on TikTok. And I was just like, okay, is that true? And I asked her, I was like, where does it go after this? And she said that. She was like, no, they literally take it to, like, from these blue bins, they'll wheel it back to the back, which the Dallas bins is a huge warehouse. So you can see, like, the pallets, all of the, like, bales. It's huge. It's literally huge. Or maybe it does get shipped to. Well, they have ones that I think they are already like bailed up that they ship. So I think the ones that they open for us to then pick through are then ones that get discarded. And then I think they keep like a certain allotment that they probably ship. I don't think that they then rebale it and ship it. At least in our warehouse, they have like so many rows that they don't open, and they just have all day you hear the trucks like coming in to get them. So I think after ours, they're kind of just like, maybe put it back on the truck and it goes to a landfill. But she was like, yeah. I was like, okay. Thanks, girl. She's very nice though. Shout out Yolanda. I mean, I don't. She's on Whatnot, but she's like, "Do you sell it?" I was like, "I do." On a live stream, because she was like, "Is it on eBay or Depop?" I was like, "No, it's just via live stream." And she was so supportive. She's like, "You are cool. You are that girl." I was like, "You know what? Period, Yolanda. Tune in, bitch. Here's a matchbox. Tune in. Scan that." I'm like teaching her how to scan it, but she's so sweet. She really was. They sent it to warehouses recycle. Yeah, which is crazy. Which is very crazy. Honestly, I would love to like get in the know with a thrift store owner because they're all privately owned. Duh. That's why half of them only take cash. I'm like, oh, y'all really making the coins. But yeah, I don't know. I want to get like in the works with one. I never feel like I'm able to meet one. I'm like, who are you? Who owns this bitch? I don't want the manager. I want to be able to like sort through it. I see this one girl's video. I think her mom owns a thrift store, and I want to say she's here in Dallas. Do you guys? Does anyone know who I'm talking about? But she's in Dallas. Her mom owns a thrift store here, and she'll do videos of like pre-sorting the stock, kind of that she obviously sells. And I'm like, see, I know that shit happens all the time. Like, which is partially why I needed the bins, y'all. T. Yes. Period. You know what? Period. Because I knew it was somewhere good. I've started to notice, at least at my racks in Dallas, if you know, you know, she or like whatever, whoever owns them, like there's so much less grails. And when you go through the racks, I was finding less clothes. And mind you, like y'all know I keep a spreadsheet. I track that shit. So I could see like month over month that I was having less pieces. I'm like, yeah, I need to go to the bins. I need to be able to look through more clothing because I just didn't feel like I was finding as many good pieces at the racks. Does anybody believe that at their racks? Like, I don't know. I feel like that there are like you're gonna start to see Goodwill and stuff like that on apps like that on this. So I think they are gonna have, and I think like even privately owned thrift stores, it's like they're gonna start selling on here, which is weird. Hello, Ashley. So I don't know. It's very interesting, but I wonder if you guys think that near you. I'm like conspiracy. Ooh, I'm like conspiracy theorizing my thrift stores rotations. That's how deep it goes, girls. That's how deep it is. Honestly. Yes. Oh, honestly, I just did a little manicure myself at home. Like I don't, you guys know I don't do my nails or like get them done, but I just try to do like a clear coat and keep them like very clean. I got my thumb. Oh my god, it looks so dirty. Hence the bins. Gee, I actually should start wearing gloves at the bins. Somebody commented that on my video, and I was like, you're right, girl. Caught in 4K. Caught in 4K. Caught in 4K. I never wear gloves at the bins. I don't know. I just never do. Like, I don't, it doesn't bother me. It does not bother me. But I mean, I guess that's gross to say. That's the truth, though. If you ever were at the bins with me, you would be like, yeah, she doesn't wear gloves. And I don't really care. I'm like, I wash my hands a lot. I use hand sanitizer. I'm literally in thrift stores all day. And touching the hangers is probably no fucking worse from the people that don't. Yeah, literally. But also, I'm like, in the thrift store, if you think it's any better, like, they don't wear gloves to like sort. They're not washing the clothes. I saw some random girl's video went viral about that. Viral about that. Or she was like, my boyfriend finding out they don't wash the clothes to the thrift store. Are you dull? Like, what the fuck do you mean? Some people I'm just like, huh? You really thought they washed thrift store clothing and rehung it for you and then only charged you $3 for it? I mean, makes sense. Makes sense. Like, I'm not shading the people that do. Wear gloves. Tea, though, honestly, I don't, that's what I'm saying. I don't have nails, so I feel like that does work. It would be much harder for me if I did have, like, fake nails, I think. And the clothes are heavy. Like, bitch, I would break a nail. The clothes are so heavy to be, like, throwing. Low-key, I feel like that's why it's, like, a workout. I'm getting my arms shredded. I'm about to have a shredded back from doing this. Because it is actually mounds of clothes, which I'm grateful for. But yeah. Okay, what else do we want to talk about, you guys? I feel like I'm yammering about the bins, but if we're in it, I'm in it, too. Okay, I'm talking about in it. But I don't let me keep yammering if we're all over that topic. But yeah, also feel free to hang out. Anastasia. Hi, baby. Yeah. Oh my God, 1000%. You guys, I'm trying so hard to get to know all of your names. Like by clicking your profiles, I'm actively relearning. So, hi, babes. Okay, I'm really working on it. Ashley, go. I feel like you would thrive at the bins. I cannot wait for you to be able to like go all the time. Even if like, how far is your bins from you? Because I think even if you go, now that I've gone, what, like 4 or 5 times, I have like triple the amount of clothes I used to always have week over week. I know there's something so satiating about it, Chad. You get it. I feel like there's something like I really love it. I don't love it when it's so like nuts to butts and it's everybody's like, because it does get that way, truthfully. Especially for the clothing bins, but low key people love the homewares too a lot more in my bins. So it's like, bye. Bobby, I'm still dreaming about the cachet dress that you found. gorge. And that's why I love the bins. You will find insane finds that you would have to pay up for at the racks, and they're like $1 something. And it's like a gorgeous, like I found this Scala dress upstairs at the bins. I'm like, what? That's like a $250 dress. It's just, I love when you find stuff like that. It makes you keep going. It's definitely a serotonin hit. I'm like, oh, yes! I love the bins suddenly. Yeah, the people are what also takes me out too. Yeah, the people are always. Yes, see, that's what I'm saying. Once my best bin find, this is tea. This is why I can't fucking shade the men for picking up girl shit, because at the end of the day, my best bins find, you guys, was a Bape hoodie in Miami, a Bape like camo, the OG Bape hoodie. I sold it on Depop to somebody for $650. I bought that hoodie for like $1 something. That's my best. I think that is my best sell to date. Literally my highest one. Yeah, I want to say it is my highest one. I can't think of anything that was higher. So I'm like, yeah, they get their bag, I get mine. But yeah, and I mean, a guy bought it. I honestly think he was like 18 or 19, but he bought it off of Depop. And he was like, are you going to ship this tomorrow? I was like, yeah, you can have it. Crazy. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I can't be mad. I can't be mad. Honestly, Angie, I also get very overstimulated. I have to listen to AirPods. Like, I've pulled up to the bins before in Miami, not here, but and my AirPods be dead, and I'm like, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it without headphones. It's just, otherwise I'm too aware of everyone around me, and like everybody's always talking. Like, it's just a lot, yelling. Literal gold. Literal gold, dude. I'm not selling today, Hoarding Tendencies. Guys, read the show notes. I'm just doing like a Yap hangout vibe. Ask questions promo, like make community. This is the best way to get people in your shows that'll actually show up, actually, spend a little coin. Okay, Nicey, I think the best way is just to do, girl. Just to do. Start small. My first show was a Coach Bag show. Learn from my mistake. Hear me when I say this. And actually, this is like tea advice. Noise canceling, yes, is so much better. Kitty cat tour. Hi, babe. But learn from my advice. Watch people's shows first. I should have watched so much more of the category, because my first show, I sold 10 Coach bags. It was my own vintage Coach bag collection. I was just over it. Do I regret it? Sometimes at night, maybe. But I wish, one, I would have watched more shows and learned how it worked, like auctions versus buy it now. I had accidentally listed 3 of them to buy it now. So before the show had even started, I didn't realize they had sold for the price floor, which again, start things at what you want them to sell for. Like 110,000%. Start things at what you want them to sell for, especially initially. Like, do not lower those prices until people are like starting to actually bid on things. But yeah, just learn from that. Watch people's shows, see the flow. Watch new sellers shows. Don't watch like, Girl Online or Costura or, like huge sellers. Cause I feel like sometimes that, one, that's unrealistic, and two, like it's so fast paced, you don't really get to see how things work. So watch maybe somebody with less viewership in, am I okay? Less viewership in their shows, and start to kind of garner how their flow is. Do people have their shops loaded? Go look at the shops, etc. So I think that that's kind of an easier way to get the flow of it, but then start with a small show. So I started with 10 items. I think my next show is maybe 30 items. And then, it gives you time to go through it. Think about it this way. Once you show everything, how long do you think it would take to show you everything? If I had 30 items, I could probably show 30 items in literally 35, 40 minutes. So that's not a very long show. And I think that's good initially, but once you grow, ideally you'll get more comfortable and grow the amount of items, because obviously you'll have way more people, you'll want to sell more. So it really is like a muscle. Like, you kind of just have to keep dipping in. Yes, I think that's the best way to do it, guys. Oh my God, all the motherfucking lint on my floor. I can't. And I think that it really is. Yes, girl, you got this. Honestly, just show up and see what happens. And I think that's the best way to go about the first show, especially. Yeah, honestly, like the best way too. Like, don't spend a lot of money, because you never know what's going to sell. Obviously, I wouldn't buy inventory for the show. Like, I think Angie's 100% correct. Either sell something you have. I sold a personal collection, sell jewelry, sell, like clear out some of your summer stuff and do a summer clear out show. Like, one, that's also something, is a lot of people buy for a lot of different seasons on whatnot. Don't think that, okay, it's turning into fall, I can't have fall shows. There is a market for everything. Like, trust me, there are still baddies like me that live in Texas, where it is currently 92 degrees on September 9th and would love to, a cutie little skirt, etc. Period. So I think those are like the best ways, but be open minded. Also, like tunnel vision, bitch. Tunnel vision. Do what works for you. And you're never going to know that if you don't show up and see, okay, what do people gravitate towards, with me? I think curated edits work very well in Y2K. The girlies love to see a vision. They love to see a collection. They love to shop someone's closet. I think that's a really good like edit. That's something I'm going to do next is like shop X person's closet. I think that would be a fun theme. So I don't know. I think doing stuff like that and continuing to show up and see, okay, what does my audience ask me for is really helpful. But like make sure you are really looking at the data and being like, okay, what's actually working and what's not working for me. Don't expect to sell a lot also on the first show. Like I sold everything because again, it was a highway robbery. But I think like I've had so many shows after that where I sold like one or two items. I had a show where I was on you guys for 90 minutes. I'll never forget this. 90 minutes, I didn't sell one thing. Did not sell one item. And I stayed on for 90 minutes, bitch, live. That's why when anybody says it's easy, it's not easy. Show me somebody else that's been on for 90 minutes and not sold one thing. Yes, like I'm like it is not easy, and that's why I will never perpetuate the narrative that it's not. That's why I love Gary Vee when he says it's fucking hard work, and you're gonna do what you need to do. What did Kim K say? Get to work. Nobody wants to work anymore, and you really do. But you're gonna have days like that. Like you're gonna have days that are slower, and even now, although I have much more of an audience and people will watch and I don't have that same problem, you're still gonna have lulls. Like the summer is very slow and whatnot. I do this full time. So like that's something I actually have to think about now. Like, okay, I need to put money away towards that because it's gonna be a lot different. Like that's just the climate of the app. Oh, muchos besos, my love. I will see you tomorrow. I'm having another show tomorrow, you guys. Bookmark that show. I don't think I've actually put up the thumbnail yet, so I'm sorry. Just know that I'm live always Monday, Wednesday at noon, CST, always, girls. But yeah, I'm going to have kind of like it's almost like a dainty fall is what I think I'm going to call it. Think sweaters, lace, crochets, linens. But yeah, a lot of cutie pieces. I've been getting really blessed in that. Literally Angie told me I love like that's what I'm saying. I want to sell my own like closet. I like it to be picks that I've picked, which is also why I do like to hand source and why the bins is a good option because you're looking through so many clothes and you still get to like curate what it is. I love like looking at all my pieces afterward and being like, wow, this is so like rich girl coded. Like this is me. I feel like if somebody saw this, they'd be like, oh, this is Janae's. Like Janae cooked here, you know? It's so me. I love that. I love it. To old people to work to let me have their clothes. Girl, I keep saying girl. Chad, please don't be offended. Okay, I say girl to even my best guy friend Max. So I'm like everybody's a girl in my eyes. My dad's a girl. But I am manifesting you guys and praying. Please God, hear me when I say this. Like just Dallas has a lot of elite coin baddies. There's a lot of like rich queens, rich older generational coin here. Please God, let me meet somebody. Let me manifest that would let me sell off pieces of their closet in Miami. I was blessed. I've told you about her before. Shout out Barbie. But she was a consigner, and so I did not have the relationship with those women, but she would go and like basically sell personal closets, and then she had her own warehouse of stuff and would let me buy for like such a good price. But she had the best vintage. I'm sad. I'm like, I want to go back and do a live with her. I would love that. I would love just for people to have access to her and her business. She does like, if you were in South Florida, she does a lot of the consignment shows. Like she's very known. So yeah, her name's Barbie, but she does, oh my God, I think it's like South Florida, literally consignment market or something like that. So yeah, hi Erin. How are you feeling today, my love? I hope you're feeling better. But yes, girl, yes. I love meeting my shows tonight. Oh my God, I'm excited. Holly, I cannot wait for your show. I have it bookmarked. Everybody bookmark Holly's show. Mentioning in chat. Bookmark her show. Period. Everybody bookmark Holly's show. I know. I hope you start to feel better, my diva. I hate to see you down. Hi, Maddie's. Oh my God, this coffee's hitting, girls. Okay, any other whatnot questions, you guys? Do we have any other or stories or advice? Like you guys, I literally still can use advice and whatnot. Never think that you're not learning. I'm like, never be not learning. So if you guys have any tips or tricks, thank you. She's one of my cutie little thrift finds. I love Campbell's. But yeah. So if you guys have tips and tricks, I'm trying to do more. I said this in my show yesterday of buy it now. I'm trying to like utilize that more. Does anybody have things that they've put in it? Like, I don't know. I know that oftentimes people put like expensive items, personals. I probably will try to get the match boxes in the buy it now. And we'll do something like that. Yes. Followed, bitch. Followed. No, you're totally fine. I hope your first show goes amazing. I followed, so I will be bookmarks. What's the thing I learned about myself since doing whatnot? I think it reiterated how resilient I was because it really does test a lot about you, but I think that that's like not necessarily whatnot specific. I decided, if I'm being so raw and honest with you guys, I was in the corporate world for 7 years and then decided to do whatnot after leaving the corporate world. So I had already been selling on like, the Red app, on the Bay, on those platforms, and then decided to pivot after. And then 4 months after that, I decided to leave my relationship. So it was just a lot of change at once. And I think I known, like, obviously hindsight's 2020. I didn't realize that like my relationship would be ending in like so soon, so suddenly. But I don't know. I think it taught me like, wow, you really can do so much. Like, just keep showing up, keep working. I am a very driven person, so I feel like it kind of pushed me like, you really are capable, you can do it. And I sit back sometimes and really think like, wow, I like sitting, even actively sitting in the fruits of my labor. That's why I pushed that or posted that video the other day about really just even enjoying like my house and like the life I live and what I'm doing, even though I feel like I'm not able to like travel or do these like grandiose things that seem so fabulous and I love to see. And I even mentioned in the video, it's like people in my real life that are able to do those fabulous things too, and they're incredibly deserving. But I know that at a point in my life, I'll do that too. But look at like what you're still building. It's very hard to sustain, like to be profitable in a business within the first like 6 months, let alone like years, is crazy. And it's hard. And that's why I feel like I make my vlogs. Like I have chills saying that. It is so hard, girls. I feel like that's why it puts me crying on the fucking internet. Because it's real. It's so real. And it's so hard sometimes. But it is so rewarding. And I know in 10 years when I like look back, it'll just be so like, damn bitch, you did that. You get to enjoy and do the things that you want to do. So that's why I encourage everyone to do it. It's crazy that we can make money doing this on our phones, like on our phones right now. We live in that day and age. So take advantage of that and work through if you have issues about being perceived or just showing up. I think it's a good way to like almost shock therapy vibes, not in a mental institution way, but in like a, yes, you can promo my love. And yes, our grandparents would love the opportunity. Oh my God, I think about my own grandmother. Shout out to my Gemini queen, who's just fabulous and sassy. And I think if she was in this day and age, like, I'm like, that bitch would have taken over the world. Like, she would have been Oprah. She would have been my grandmother would have been Wendy Williams. That is who my grandmother would have been. Thank you, Holly, for saying that. That is so sweet. Seriously, it is so sweet. And none of these, like, sweet comments ever go unnoticed. You guys are so kind to me on here on TikTok, and I am appreciative of that. And I feel like I felt so much support in my goals and getting to where I want to go, that's why I'm like, I just can't give up, and that's motivating. And that comes though with inertia and like forward momentum, like consistently showing up, even if I didn't necessarily even if I didn't necessarily see a result that day or the next day or in a week or in a month. Honestly, Sophie, I would say, I'll be honest, I feel like I've not been somebody who is ever overly uncomfortable talking in front of people. I was in speech and debate for years in high school, so I feel like I just had to get used to like public speaking and, performing in a way. So it is a good I'm trying to keep up with what you guys are saying in the chat. But I do think the only way out is through. I think you kind of just have to do it. Keep showing up, play music. I think sometimes even just having lives where you don't, yeah, like where you just talk and you treat it like FaceTime, or you treat it as though it's like a video of just you and yourself. Like you imagine yourself, or you just kind of talking to yourself. That's a good way to do it. But the more you do it, the more comfortable it becomes. And that's where I feel like I became so comfortable even on here and being like, okay, I'm going to come home and just like go live on whatnot, like not planned. You know what I mean? Like not planned off the rip, making a coffee. I'm gonna literally have so much inventory we can go through because I just came back from thrifting this morning. So you just kind of start to weave it into your life. And I'm telling you, the more you do, it like manifests so much more abundance, you guys. I wish there was a way to like shake some of you to be like, I'm telling you, if you just committed to it for 3 months, your life would change. Like that's crazy. I am making now almost what I make like working full time in a corporate job that I worked 7 years to build up. Like that's crazy within a year of doing that. And you all have the capacity to do that too, because you all have a fucking cell phone, like, and love to thrift. And it's like those things will happen if you just keep throwing up. I feel like I killed myself to be here and still do. And it's like, it makes you so hungry though. Like it really does. It makes me excited. Like that's why I look at people like Girl Online and Sam. I love Sam so down, for real. I feel like I sing his praises all the time. But that's why he gets to like, thrift and go to Italy and do his big one and like make his clothing line, because he grinds, he grinded for a long time. Now I will say I feel like scenarios are all different. Like if you live at home too, bitch, you have no excuse. I often think about that. I'm like, if I didn't have any rent, honey, I feel like I would be so wealthy from just grinding and doing it, and like that's all I could do. So if you're young and doing this and like staying at home or like living at home, get on your motherfucking Zoom. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the excuses. You better be at the bins every damn day, because you would have so much money saved if you have no expenses. I believe he did. I believe he did. I think in a certain way. I mean, Sam's been on here obviously as long as I've been on here. I think maybe even longer. I'm not sure. I don't know when he joined, but I do remember watching his shows before he like super blew up. And honestly, I think TikTok just helped. But was doing very well even before TikTok. But I definitely think posting the videos, like even my videos, you guys, they do garner people actually coming from TikTok and joining your lives and things like that. I feel like a lot of people are starting to find me from TikTok. So I do think it's really helpful. And you can do so many types of content, which I feel like I prove. Like I don't ever post videos really of like the clothes. I feel like I've tried to do a few like showing the clothes, but I don't know how to capture them well on film. Any of you guys who like do the motherfucking cutie little, like even the bins haul ones, I'm like, how are you styling these clothes to look cute? Like mine are not looking the same when I watch the footage back. I'm like, they look ugly. So that's why I like vlogs. I like just talking and yapping. So I'm like, I do vlog content. That works for me. But find your niche of content that will work for the business, but to like show the business, whether it's bringing them with you, doing hauls like that, setting up a market with me. Like, I think you could just figure out, what do I want my business to be? I kind of like the educational side of the content, like come to work with me, see the behind the scenes, almost as though like you're kind of coming along to work with me and like working as an employee with me. I like that sort of content. I like to watch that, like a day in the life of somebody who does XYZ. So that's kind of what I try to emulate, but do whatever you can be consistent in. So I'll say that. Like whatever you can actually make every single day and batch and show up to do that. That's why I do like my whatnot tips videos and stuff. I try to batch them. And that really helps. And you can film all of that content in like an hour. I'll do it like this, you guys. I'll show you a notey note. I'll show you a little notey note. Oh my god. Why was I'm like my hand. So I'll do it like this. I'll put like a video ideas and then I'll put underneath like the bullet points, and that's how I'll film them. And I'll basically film them all in one day. So it's just, bitch, yes, I'm waiting, Ashley, I'm ready. And I'll do that. And then that's 3 videos. But I try to post literally two videos a day. 2 videos a day. It has helped me grow, you guys. In the last 2 months, I've taken TikTok seriously for 2.5 months. I've grown 5,000 followers. It's like a little over 5K. Well, no. I lied. I think it was 4,000, because I'm not at 7,000 yet. I'm at 6,100, 6,200. And I'm trying to get to 10K by the end of the year. I can totally get there. From your mouth to God's ears, babe. From your mouth to God's ears. I want TikTok to be monetized, and it will. Hear me when I say this, and it will. Because I want to be able to make money from it. And I know I can't. I'm like, if you see other people doing it, you have no fucking excuse that you can't do it. Thank you, my loves, for all of your support and inspo too. Because and all of you, like, I'm like, I'll be with you bitches as well, because if you lock in, you're gonna do the same. It just takes one video. Like I had 2 videos that went a little bit viral, and I feel like it helped me bump so much. So I'm like, okay, all you have to do is keep doing it. Somebody will like something, they'll start liking it eventually. I've been posting on TikTok for like over 2 years. I feel like the same style of content, and like it's not like anybody really gave a rat's ass before. So sometimes it's just exposure. Like you almost have to like build the content up. This is why people, I feel like Tara Yummy specifically, thank you, my love. And Tiff, thank you. By January 1st, babe. I was going to say by my birthday, but now it's in like 2.5 weeks. And I'm like, all right, a bitch doesn't want to be sad for her birthday. I don't want to be crying in the club, okay? But this is why I feel like people like Tori Yummy, who exploded after doing it for years, are now uber successful, because everybody found her and she had a bank of content that you could watch. I like would binge watch her shit, and she had been posting like content literally for the last 4 years consistently. And then by the time she blew up, it was like, well, damn, you have all this content, and it all went viral. Now obviously the bitch made a few checks. You know what I mean? Like it was very, very lucrative for her, especially on YouTube, especially like once you gain watchership. I'm sure she made a lot of money, but I feel like TikTok can be the same way. So I don't know. I hope that who I missed the name, Tari Yummy. Yes. Oh, I love vanilla so bad, Bobby. I love vanilla so bad. I'm probably gonna watch her live later today from yesterday. I didn't get to watch it on Twitch. But exactly like her. She had a whole bank of shit she was already doing. And she was only doing it for what, like a year? I think she was only on Twitch and YouTube for like the last year, and she already hit a milli. She already hit a milli, and she already like that's the crazy part. But that's the world we live in. And it's almost like the Powerball. I was having this conversation with my therapist. Now we're going to get real deep, girls. But I was having this conversation with my therapist because obviously the Powerball is at 1.2 billion, girls. 1.2 billion. Unless someone's won. Has anyone won? Does anyone know? I don't think anyone's won still. But I was telling my mom how I was going to buy a ticket. And she's like, why would you do that? Like, why would you buy a ticket? That's like kind of ridiculous, blah, 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 etc. And in my mind, it clicks to me that that's a deeper mental thing where I never think that way. I'm like, if all I have to do is pay $2 to buy a ticket to even be a 1 to 2.292 million ratio of winning. Why not? The only chance between, like, the only thing standing between me and 1.2 billion, well, after taxes, you know how it works, girls, is a ticket, a $2 ticket. I feel like in my mind, it's like it would almost be dumb not to at least buy one. Obviously, statistically, you only need to buy one because unless you buy like 500,000, it's really not changing anything like that. But like your odds are really not changing. It's just I don't know. I think it's a mentality thing where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and I think that's a good thing. Yes, Thrift BB, you can promo. You never know, and you need to go into it thinking the universe has my back. God has my back. Whatever higher power you believe in has my back. Has my best interest at heart, is making and orchestrating things for me, and it's all going to work itself out. This is the Sagittarius rising in me, you guys. I'm so like Jupiter coded there, babe. It's always going to work out. Like a bitch is always going to land on her feet. And I feel like you have to have a deep rooted belief of that if you really want to be successful, because life is going to try it. Life will try it often, many days. I feel like I have to be like, it's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. And it is. Yes, attraction versus chasing, period. And I think that that's so good. Like, that's such a good thing to have to reiterate to yourself, but I'm so blessed to do that. Like, you really will. See, it's in us. I feel like it's just innate in us. It is literally innate. I have an Aries moon too. I have a lot of fire. And so I'm a Libra sun, Sagittarius rising, Aries moon. And honestly, I really feel all three of them. I feel pretty like balanced, which is T, because obviously Libra sun, Aries moon, exact like polar opposites. I feel very balanced in that. But the Sag rising, I feel like always has made me hopeful. I'm like a diehard optimist. I feel very realistic in a lot of ways, but I'll always hope that the glass is half full. I'll always feel like I can, I don't know, achieve and do more. It's the expansive just energy of Jupiter, you guys. This is very woo woo, but this is what I believe. I feel like it's so real. And I think that you really can have anything that you work for, especially if you just keep showing up. Like, it may not be rewarding initially, but eventually the reward will pay off. And you'll look back and be like, wow, that's really what separates people from success. Like, I'm no smarter, no different than any of you bitches, okay? I'm no luckier, no smarter, no none of the things. No, none of the things. So you can have anything too. And I can have anything too. Hi, girly. Oh my God, Michelle, are you at the bins, Diva? Are you at the bins, Diva? What are you doing? This coffee's like kind of cold now, and I'm so mad. Hopefully it was good. Hopefully it was good. Honestly, my bins was pretty good today. Yes. You guys, I have had so many scenarios of items that I initially ran that didn't sell or didn't sell for like 2 or 3 shows. Like dead ass, I probably showed this item 4 or 5 times. And then in one random show, I'll show it like one last time and it will sell for the price that I want it to sell for. So it is kind of interesting. Whatnot is weird that way. Whatnot will really teach you to detach from items, because some items you're going to be like, this is a Grailiana. Like, this is about to sell for fucking $100, period. You know what I mean? Like, it's that good. It is the top of your dreams. And that top is going to sell for like $12. I'm not kidding. And then some items that you never think would go that hard go crazy. So it really teaches you to detach from the item. It doesn't matter. In my eyes, every item is, worth whatever the cost of goods is. I detach from what it is at that point. Unless it is like a personal I'm going to throw in, it's just, Because you just don't know, like Whatnot really be that way sometimes. And that's also not just Whatnot, that's any live streaming app. Like the audience is who's in the room. It's not like, you know, other marketplaces where a listing sits and waits for the owner to find it. This is like, all right, who in the room wants it now, you know? So that's part of the draw of it. But it definitely I've had I've had times where I'm like, what? I know. Oh my god, wait, I saw that Backstitch posted that. That's crazy. That is bananas. But that should also show you if it happens for somebody else, it can happen for you. Like 1,300 doll hairs on a jacket. But it was gorgeous. Girls, go watch her Instagram story. Her name is Backstitch, at Backstitch, if you haven't. So beautiful. I was not in the room to see it. But girl, gorge. Was it obviously a crazy, crazy fight. It was between two people. How many people? Or was all the bitches going crazy? Let me know. Yeah, I got a guy screaming. I know. I would be like, I had to rewatch her story because I thought it said $130, which I personally still think is crazy for that jacket. $130 is a steal. That jacket is like at least a $600 jacket minimum if you were to purchase that probably back in the day. But when I saw 1,300, I said, huh? I love that for her though, and it's deserved. Like she hustles too. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like if you keep showing up, it will happen for you. That's on some paying your bills coin. Well, some of your bills. I'm like, some of my bills. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I would have seen the fight. Oh, I'll put her at here. Well, actually, I don't want to tag her because she's gonna be like, why is this bitch? We're talking about you making coin. Okay, backstitch, but add it at. Yeah. No, the coat itself, you guys, was like phenom. It's so crazy. It had like these gorgeous. It was obviously like a silk woven, almost paisley pattern. So it was like a satin jacket, and then it had these gorgeous mink cuffs and like oh my god, it was a crazy crazy jacket. That jacket is like coin 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 coin, honestly. And I would never sell it. I feel like that's like a collector's jacket. Like once you get that bitch, you don't sell it. And I'm sure she found it at the bins. That's the crazy part. Is like you'll find crazy things at the bins. It's wild the shit that people will throw away. It's so wild the shit that people will throw away, dude. Oh my god, it was gorgeous. I found a Union mink at the bins. That's like I feel like just stuff like that. It's like why who throws away a fur jacket? Or does it just get donated? That's the tea. I wonder if it's just like donated in the sense of like is it from an estate sale or things like that? I don't know. Yeah. Ugh, the colors. I'll always look up like I'll always be thinking about those colors, girls. The green, you know, I am a whore for green. A whore for green, literally. Oh my god, no, seriously. Ashley was like so stunning. So stunning. I honestly want a I don't know. I'm kind of in the mood for like a really gorgeous sweater. I have this really beautiful one. I'll get it and show you guys. Hold on. Because I want something like this. This one's not going to fit you guys. So size small, look out for her tomorrow. She's so beautiful. Let me put her like this way. Can you see her, you guys? She's one of these sweaters with like all this craziness. I feel like I found so many of these for you guys. I'm so annoyed. I never find them in large or extra large. This is obviously like a size small, but like she's crazy, guys. She's gonna be in tomorrow's show, so make sure you're in tomorrow's little coastal moment. I start everything at 12. I start everything at 12. A lot of things. Yes, she's a small. She's very like knit crochet, so I feel like she would be a girl. If it was Zone Blue, she wouldn't be 12. I think she's like a Zone Blue Y2K like off brand, like a mall brand that is trying to copy Zone Blue. You know what I mean? But I don't. She's not a Zone Blue, but she's gorgeous. I'm looking for something like that in my size though. I have yet to find one. So be on the lookout, girls. If you guys see anything in anyone's shows, tag a bitch, and I will click in because I'm trying to find one. They're so hard, but yeah, I love those. Yes. Oh, girl, you see me, Buffy. Buffy slays. My girl Michelle. Let me show you these fucking boots, girl. Yeah, I'll show again. Hold on. Um, fresh out the, fresh out the. Okay, this is also the brand of it, you guys. It's for the girls that was asking. It's Pronto, is what it's called. This is what she is, girly. She's a gorgeous like Cardi. She's okay. There you can see she's the richest chocolate. Like I don't know, you guys. Up close you can kind of see, but she has like this crazy. I don't know. It's almost like ribbon. It's so cute. So yeah, I have a few other cutie sweaters like this. It'll be tomorrow. I'm doing like a little cutie. I think I'm gonna call it like a dainty fall edit, dainty boho edit. Y'all know I'm always live Monday, Wednesday at noon. So show up. But yeah, bookmark any of the upcoming shows because I'll probably just change the show picture and the title and just snag one of those. So yeah, bookmark one of those ones. Any of them, or just following when I'm live. It'll come on. But yeah, I don't know. I want another one like that. Oh, the boots that I found. Girl. Hello? They're like so Isabel Marant vibes. These are size 10. Thank you. I know. Oh, I love them so much. They're so like slouchy and cutie. I love the heel too. I never see boots like this. But yeah, their inside is a little, I'm gonna have to like, bitch. I bought a little scrubber, which this is what I do, you guys. If you have shoes that are like fucked up like this, I just go and get a scrubber for them and then I'll use a little Dawn dish soap and then I just let it dry. And it'll end up just being like the under, like that, basically, the gray. I know. I love a chocolatey suede, and the suede's in great condition. I also love the buckle. Like, I don't know. I feel like they're gonna be so slouchy and cute. So yeah, they are Nine West. I feel like again, Nine West came with bangers. Y2K bangers, Nine West for real. Yeah, Goodwill would have had it tripping. They were trying to charge $12.99 for these. Please, please, bitch. But it is crazy to me how stuff like that ends up at the bins. It's just crazy. Yeah, I just like scrub it out. I've had so many boots that are like ruined on the inside that way. And I used to throw them away and now I honestly regret it because honestly, who gives a fuck? It's like as long as they're not peeling onto your skin, I don't really care what the inside looks like. Like as long as it's intact and it's not messed up and it doesn't look the best. It's like a very grayed out, almost fabric material, but nobody can see it, And the outside suede was so beautiful. I was like, please, you're coming home with me. And New Salvation that reopened. Yes. Oh my God. Wait, are you working with Salvation Army? That's such tea, Ashley. Congratulations, because that is so fat. Like I love that. I feel like that's such a fat. Like that's a flex. You need to do a video. I want to see what you get. I want to see a video. Yes, totally, Erin. This is personal questions, what not questions. I'm like, grill me, girls. Here we are. Oh my God. Is that what this means? Wait, you guys, stop. I feel horrible now. I did not ever have breast cancer. I thought this was meant like fake boobs. And now I'm like, that clicked. Erin, wait, I think that clicked. That makes sense. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys, I wore this out today. I like feel like I can't ever go to the bins again. I'm actually like horrified. Wait, that clicked, Erin. Thank you for asking that because I literally would have never. Yes, they're fake. The real ones try to kill me. And that's why it's pink. Stop. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, you guys. That's actually bananas. I'm like, what do we do in this situation? Yeah, okay, so that's tea. I thought it was just a cute slogan tea. Like, I just thought it was like a cutie little hyphen. I thought it was just like a cutie little slogan tea. That actually all clicks now. Like, you are so fucking right. That makes sense. I'm like, and how do we recover from this? Like, that is crazy. Oh my God. So, this one will not be in my slogan tea collection anymore. She's gonna go. And it does now make total sense on why people were staring at me. And they're probably like, wait, why does she have such huge boobs if she had breast cancer? Or she went too far. Yikes. Oh my God. Thank you. I'm just kidding. Me busting a squat. She went too far. Literally, I did. I actually was gagging because I want a breast reduction. You guys, thank God. I'm just now thought spiraling as one does when publicly embarrassed. And I'm now realizing I was gonna post a funny like Instagram, like manifesting a breast reduction. That would have looked so fucking stupid. I'm so glad I didn't do that. I'm so glad. I feel like they would have been like, bitch, are you dumb? Libra tings. I really thought this was like on some fake boob, like funny, haha shit. That would have been so embarrassing. I'm so glad. Thank you, Erin, so much. I can't say it enough for letting me know. Yeah, dub Erin, major dub Erin. She took a real fat dub for this one because that is woo. That is embarrassing. This one's gotta go. I have one that says, oh my God, could you imagine how horrible that would have been? This reminds me of in Desperate Housewives when Lynette fakes her son having cancer and then she gets cancer. How tea. The show is very cruel in that way. Oh my God, if you've never seen Desperate Housewives, I'm sorry. I'm like, did I just ruin that? Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. But no, I have not. And thank God. That's so sad. That'd be so sad. Mm. Wait, guys, what are the baddies watching? I actually need to get this off my chest. One of my friends was like, watch Tell Me Lies, watch Tell Me Lies. 5 episodes in, I was like, I have to turn this shit off. Why is that show so annoying? I feel like everybody loves it. All my friends are like raving about Tell Me Lies and how good it is. I did not like it. It gives like high school drama. I don't know. I don't like shows like that. I feel like that's why I like Desperate Housewives, Sex in the City. I like older casts. It was just very yeah, girl. I'm like episode 5 and I'm just like, I don't know. It's too much of the same every episode. And I'm like, girl, stand up. Like, leave his ass. He's a bum. But it's very weird to me. I also hate when they have characters play characters and they don't like look that age. Like, y'all are not convincing me that you're like 18, 19. You guys are giving like this man looks 30. You know what I mean? I hate that. I'm like, go back to like, I don't know, characters that like look the same age. Oh my God, Michelle. I feel like that TikTok where I'm like, I'm so excited for you. I literally am so excited for you. I'm about to start, so I'm on almost season 8 of Desperate Housewives, which is the very last one, and I think Gilmore Girls is going to be my next show to watch because honestly, it is just beautiful. It is so beautiful. I haven't rewatched it also in like honestly 5 years. I haven't watched Gilmore Girls from the beginning in a long time. So yeah, I'll probably do that. I feel like that'll be really fab. I love it. It's so good. Me too. Oh, that's like a true comfort show. Gilmore Girls was one of the first shows that I ever had a box set of. That like my mom, I remember she bought us the box set of it. And I honestly, I can't wait to rewatch it. I feel like there's so much I don't remember. That's the same with Desperate Housewives. Before this year, I hadn't rewatched it in like maybe 3 or 4 years. And I feel like every time I watch it after giving myself like some years, I'm like, oh my God, this happened? Oh my God, they go to jail? It's so funny. Yes, it is. All of their clothing, and they're just both so beautiful. Like, what is her name? Alexis Bledel and whoever plays Lorelai. I don't remember her like real name. So beautiful. I feel like they're both such pretty characters, and just a good show. It's like a very homey show, you know. Oh, New Girl T. Wait, didn't Asher say she's watching New Girl too? That's so funny. Charmed, I want to rewatch too. That might be my that and Gossip or not. I haven't ever seen Gossip Girl actually. T. I know you guys are gonna think that's weird. I've never watched Gossip Girl or Vampire Diaries, and everybody says that's weird too. I don't know why. I just haven't. I feel like I have to watch one or the other. But yeah, I've never seen either of those. I really think that Gilmore Girls or Charmed will be next. We'll see. Yeah, see that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I'm kind of like, oh, is it too much? But I feel like I do need to probably give it a run. I really don't love Blake Lively, but I think I'm gonna have to like, get over it. It's like I'm gonna have to just watch it because now at this point I feel like everybody raves about it. Yes. I feel like I vote Charms too. I love Charms. And honestly, I really, really love Gilmore Girls too. So I'm like, maybe I'll do a little double feature moment. But yeah, I've really enjoyed Desperate Housewives. That is like, I wish I could go back and watch it for the first time because it's so good. I like Weeds too. I want to go back and watch Weeds. Weeds is such a good show. All of the OG HBO shows. I have a list actually on my phone that someone recommended me of, it was like the best HBO like must watch shows. Hold on. Let me see if I still have the list. Oh, yes. Okay. HBO musts, you guys. So one of them is Weeds, True Blood. I've heard True Blood. I'm like, what was I saying? I've heard True Blood is really good. Boardwalk Empire, T. Entourage. I love me some motherfucking Entourage. The Wire. I don't know about The Wire. 6 Feet Under. Silicon Valley. Veep. And then Severance, which I love Severance, obviously. Okay, wait, T. True Blood I've heard is really good. So yeah, those are like on my HBO must watch list. So I must see. If you guys second one of those, let me know which one I should do. I've heard Boardwalk Empire and The Wire are like the two that my ex loved down. He was like, you have to watch them. How have you never seen them? I'm like, I don't know. Obviously, when I was younger, I was not allowed to watch HBO. Like, I didn't watch any of that shit till I was older because it was so crazy. Kitty Cowgirl with Tour. Also a motherfucking great show. I love Scandal. You guys, I used to be so emotionally invested in Scandal, laughing, crying, screaming at the TV. Like, it's so good. Those actors and actresses play the hell out of them characters, okay? You could not tell me that Kerry Washington was not with that man in real life. I think that's why they're besties now, because the chemistry was so real on camera. All their things. They were so like such tumultuous love. It was such a Romeo and Juliet plot line. But honestly, Tony Goldwyn is a fine man. Okay, now that's a fine older man. Did you guys see Summer Walker? This is very niche. Pop out with that other guy with her new man. Does anyone seen the Summer Walker tea? Okay, I'm like, what's going on over there? That was crazy. Like not kissing him on the red carpet and feeding him cotton candy. I was like, honey, what's happening? It's so funny. I said, you know, a period though. I bet you he's paying those bills. But it was so funny. It just wasn't expected at all. I almost was like, is this AI? I felt like future. It was AI. It was AI. Oh my God. Did you tell us? Oh my God. Period girl. 66. I know that's right. She said, I want him to be almost there, if you know what I mean. Feeding him sugar. Yes, it was the cotton candy. It was so funny. Hey girl, hey. I'm so happy you could catch the live. We're just yapping, hanging out. If you have questions, let me know. Oh my God. Wait, he was 66 though, Vivian. How did you meet him? How did you meet him? See, that's not bad. I feel like 35 and 66. Do whatever the fuck you want. Okay. If I'm single and still going into my almost like 35, 40s, 50s, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. On Bumble. What is he doing on Bumble? That is bananas. He's a little crazy. Can we verify the billion? What is it? I need a proof of funds. Okay. I need a proof of funds because I don't know what's going on there. Bumble and you're worth $3.8 billion is crazy. What? Mel Gibson is T as fuck. That's crazy. Mel Gibson is T. Girl, you after everything he's did, you wanted him. That's like the women that married Charlie Sheen. Honey, what? Are you okay? You must be a glutton for punishment. After the Passion of the Christ, that's what you wanted to go do. Oh my God, I'm cracking up. Mm-mm. I don't know if I could do a full actor moment like that. I like my men quiet. I like my men humble. So I don't know if I would be able to do that. But yeah, that is hilarious. That's crazy. Yeah, because what was the plan, babe? We all saw that. That is crazy. And didn't he have voicemails released of him saying some crazy racist shit to his daughter or something? Like he is definitely not a well one. Mel Gibson has been T. Okay, oh my God, my bestie loves Theo James. Theo James is like that old school fine. You know what I mean? Like he gives old English fine. Like just doesn't have to do too much. Like Ralph Lauren fine. Gorge. Honestly, okay, what's your type in the chat? We need to understand types of the chat. We need to understand the types of the chat. Thank you. Oh my God. Stredbird, I feel obligated to say this because we had a full dialogue. I never had cancer or anything like that. I didn't realize that this was a shirt like that. And now I feel extremely bad. Jim Dryer spelled it wrong. So I'm like, please don't think. I'm like, I did not realize. Should I change the shirt, you guys? I don't know. I'm like, how far should we go with this? You know, I don't know. I feel kind of guilty. Oh no, don't feel bad. I'm saying that I did not. So I felt bad. Unless you took a joke like me, right? What did you think about this shirt? Okay, I'm like, I don't know. Because I feel bad. I thought she was saying, like, oh, I like this shirt because, like, you know, I see what you've been through. Like, I see you sort of a situation. And I did not want her to feel like you're not seeing this situation. I think I just mistook what the shirt meant. But maybe you mistook what it meant, too. So that worked out for both of us. Wait, who's Jim Ryer? I wish we could put photos in the chat. Oh, okay. Okay, see. Good. Okay, good. We're here. We see each other, girl. I appreciate you. Wait, yeah. Well, tell us about the date, Vivian. I'm like here for the tea. Honestly, I have never been on a date with somebody that much older than me. I'm about to lie. I'm got caught lying. Not that much older, meaning like 66. I think the oldest person I've ever been on a date with was like in his 50s. And it was like a sugar daddy situation. I've told you guys that before. Like I on some young and dumb shit would just let men pay my bills. And I think that's a good thing. Obviously, don't do, have your boundaries. Don't be doing anything crazy now, girl. But like, if a man wants to pay your bills and you have dinner, yes, men love women that tell them what to do. I think sometimes women underestimate that. I'm like, I think that you really could be living the life that you want sometimes. But find a nice man. Don't get like a weirdo. I think that there's a lot of old weirdos out there, old lonely weirdos, old rich lonely weirdos. Let's add an adjective. So find a good one. I find a good one. I had the pleasure of having a nice one who was like very sweet and not a weirdo in that way at all. So don't be, and also not a brokey. Some of them are like actual brokies for real. Um, yes, South Florida tea. Some of them are real brokies. I feel like it's great if you can do it. I feel like if that's what you want to do, do that. And even to the point of like if people who are like SWs, do what you want to do with your life, you know? That is definitely not my plight. I feel like there's so many almost just like lonely men. Tea. That's why when people say lonely men epidemic, I'm like, honey, it's always been here. Trust me. Or men that can't have like a full relationship. They like a cool girl that you can hang out with and like like, I don't know, just have fun, have a good conversation, but they don't have the obligation of like dating you and like having to show up and do stuff like that. So I think that's like a good, I feel like that's also good. And I did not mind that at the time at all. Like I did not care. Did you find him? Wait, find who? Honestly, I haven't gone on a date in so long, Diva. It's been a long time. And I honestly don't see myself. I was saying this yesterday. I don't know how much I will be like dating actively right now. I feel like I'm just in a grind motherfucking mode. So I'm a little bit like, you know, T64. Ooh, he's a little younger too. Ooh, not even being 2 years younger. That is crazy though. She's like, I missed my boat. Vivian missed her boat. You missed your boat, Vivian. What the hell? Call him. I'm just kidding. Honestly, if it's meant to be, it will be. If it's meant to be, it will be. My fellow Libra, we can have whatever we want. Libras are so powerful too. Truly, to be loved by a Libra is such a unique love. Kind of weird though that he's on Bumble. Does nobody feel like that was weird that he's on Bumble? I'm just being straight with you, sister. Like, do we think, is it a side eye or were you like, 60? Oh my God. What is the ex giving? Oh my God. Is it a bad situation, Diva? Like, are you guys friendly or would that be not a good thing? I'm like, or would that be horrible? I thought I already followed you, my queen. Sorry. He said he had two nannies. Oh my God. He had two nannies and he was widowed. That's sad. One I'm still like into, one was arrested this year. Woo, girl. Not that. Hopefully that's not the one we reconnecting with, okay? Ain't no jailbird calls over here. You're not about to pull a Mariah, okay? You're not about to pull a Mariah. We're not gonna have Young Thug tickled on the phone. I guess honestly, he would be Young Thug tickled on the phone. But yeah, no. Hopefully it's the other one. Exes are so complicated because on one end, I am pro like reconnecting. If you guys take time apart, I think people can grow, people can learn, people can, you know what I mean? If they want to do those things for themselves, people can change. And I think that you should believe that. However, it is hard because sometimes it's like, when do you know you need to leave the past in the past and just let it, be? Sometimes I think this is my Aries moon, very burn it to the ground, where it's like, okay, I have to almost like see it all the way through until it's like absolutely stomped and dead and done to know that it's done. And like, that's not always the best. Sometimes you have to know when to just be like, okay, this is not for me, you know? Oh, Aaron, which one? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Vivian. I agree. If it's enough time apart, I think it can work. But I do think that time apart is crucial. Like some people are like, oh my God, I haven't talked to them for 4 months and we're going to try again. Like, no, babe, it needs to be like in my eyes, years, but to each their own. Yes, honey. It is eclipse season. Last night we had a really powerful eclipse. I want to say it in Pisces. I think it's in Pisces. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like it's just good to write what you want down, to manifest, to put like things out there. I journaled about, what did I put? Oh, see, this is good. Oh my God, look. A good clip. Keep center stage, goes online, and the show comes back. I was doing like a little journal thing. But either way, you can write like a little eclipse journal. I like to draw in my journal just to keep it cute. But you should do like I dream, I release, I acknowledge, I come to peace with, and I push forward. I push toward, I mean. And I think that's good. Just reflecting, putting your thoughts down. You guys, this is my eighth journal. My eighth journal. I'm manifesting that one day it'll come into a book and I will have a New York Times bestseller. Thank you, God. Hello. Dream high, dream lofty, girls. And if I won't have that bestseller if I never start writing. Okay. If I never start putting pen to paper. So put things down, put your dreams down, put your visions down. I'm a huge proponent of that. I love journaling. I feel like that's one of the best habits I've ever adopted. I may not have 100% good habits, but that's a good one. Yes, Erin, it's so creative. I feel that way too. I love writing. Me too. I would love to just write about my life and more. I like nonfiction. I'm not a huge fiction even reader myself, but y'all know I do love a book. I love all my books in here. But I don't know. I like reading about people's lives and their stories, things they've learned. I love specific books, even geared towards like women and sexuality and stuff like that. So I would like to write in those veins and those spaces. I deeply into people and their stories and what they've learned. Oh my God, I need chapstick. um, the Silk Road story. No, Vivian, what is that? I've never heard that. The Silk Road story. Yes. Oh my God. Wait, Holly, what is this newspaper? Can you message me about that? That sounds really cool. La Petite. Okay, let me write that down. La Petite. That's so fire. I wish I knew you then. I wish I knew you then. Can you guys hear the music? Sorry if you can. I'm just like screaming into the phone. It won't stay. Guys, I'm so fucking gagged about my shirt. I cannot believe that. Um, take me out right now. Yeah. Lots to uncover and discuss. Like I need to go through all of my sayings t-shirts and see what's up. But wait, what is the Silk Road story? I'm kind of invested. Yeah, I like literally can't believe that. That's crazy. It just makes me think. It also is kind of a not a humiliation ritual because I don't feel humiliated, but it was a good test of like being in public and I don't know, just having everyone read it and not really caring what people are perceiving it as. It just goes to show like sometimes ignorance, I guess, really is bliss. Because I completely didn't think about it that way. Yeah. Oh my God. Could you imagine? I'm actually more, I wouldn't even be care about online because like it's online, but in person, I would feel bad if somebody like that actually had gone through breast cancer and beat it and had like said to me like, oh girl, I see you, blah, blah, blah. I would have been like, what? Like it would have not have clicked. I would have felt way more horrible than having to explain to her like, no, I thought it was just this cheeky shirt about like fake boobs. Haha. I would have felt horrible. So I'm happy it was with you, Erin. Thank you so much again for asking because it did not click with me that way. Um, the Amazon of drugs use Bitcoin creator went join. Oh my God. Gee, this X is crazy. Oh my God. That's so crazy. It just goes to show you sometimes people get in hella deep, girl. Sometimes people get in real deep. It's really scary to see that too. Honestly, there's so much that goes on online. I have heard of the Silk Road before, but I've never heard of the Silk Story. Did he make or what isn't it called? Is it called the Silk Road? Isn't that like the black market for drugs? Yeah. Postpartum. Oh my God. He started that? That's crazy. That's like the craziest part of all of this. Because that was on like the dark web, etc. But I feel like you could buy more than just that on there. That's crazy. The only so is he in jail still or he got pardoned, he's out of jail? Did everyone see the Chrisleys are out of jail too? Does anyone follow that? Like Tom and Julie Christie? Or Chrisley. I cannot believe they're out of jail already. Everybody be pardoned. You get a pardon, you get a pardon, you get a pardon. Everybody's pardoned. Todd and Julie Chrisley are a reality TV couple that's like from Georgia. They're very like southern, etc. They're very funny. He's like honestly very much a beard. I feel like he's the gay man, but he swears he's straight and he has all these kids. So maybe, it can happen to anyone. But they have like a hilarious marriage, etc. But they went to jail for like tax evasion, I think. Something like that. Something light, something cute. So yeah. Oh, divas, I'm putting off the shipping, but now it's like 1:15 and I have to do that. I know. The T is Trump himself pardoned them. I said, oh, T. I mean, they're like raging conservative, so it does not surprise me. But it was very funny that like they get a pardon out of all these people. But yeah, they still claim that they are innocent, which is the real tea. I'm like, okay, even after like mountains of evidence, Loki, the business partner, came out against them and was like, spilling all the motherfucking tea, girls, saying how him and the man were in a relationship together, like him and Todd. And mind you, everybody thinks Todd is gay, so it was like very on the nose. And he still swears he is not. Wink, wink. You're kind of like, all right, boo. But it's just, I don't know. It's a very crazy, messy story. Were on reality TV for a long time, so that's why I feel like the case is pertinent, especially if you're like a Bravo girl, a little Bravo head. I love the Real Housewives and stuff like that. Which I have been kind of thinking about switching it up. Every time I watch a show, like a fictional show, like Desperate Housewives, Sex and the City, whatever, I feel like after I binge watch that, I kind of have to watch like reality TV until I get sick of that, and then I go back. You know what I mean? Then I watch like a show like Charmed or Gilmore. So I might start. I think I might start Real Housewives of New York. I had watched Atlanta already earlier this year, so I want to start one from the jump. And I love the first few seasons of the Housewives franchise. It itches something in my show. Yes, like you need like sometimes I'll watch The Challenge or like stupid shit like that too. You need something that just satiates that in your brain. Survivor's good. Survivor's a good one. I love any sort of like stupid reality TV, but it needs to be like early 2000s. I feel like that's when they were just like funny and real and not censored. Like the humor is so much better. Now they're just so like fabricated and cookie cutter and just crazy. So I don't know. Yeah, I didn't even watch Love Island this season. I was over it. I don't like any of those shows anymore. I feel like after, like, even Are You the One, X on the Beach, all that shit. It's like after the first season, they become so commodified and like even down to this season with Sierra and all the drama, it's like people just start to like plot and plan to get on the shows, and they have strategy and motives and all this other shit, because it's now so much more than just reality TV. When people were nobodies and came from random places in Michigan, and like, you know what I mean? Like, they just didn't do, they weren't these social media people. They had regular lives and then decided to do something crazy and come on reality TV. So it's just different. Yeah, I feel like now a lot of reality television is based around influencers or people that want to be influencers, and they now know the trajectory of, okay, if I do this and I start doing social media at the same time, then I'll get off the show and do XYZ. So it's different. Same with Summer House and a lot of those Bravo shows, like Southern Hospitality and stuff like that. It's just so fabricated. Even Vanderpump Rules, it's just so fabricated now. Like, none of you guys worked there. It was only good initially because you guys were real servers that worked there that happened to get a TV show, and now you guys have obviously become like huge, which is gonna happen. You know, it's gonna happen, but bring back the gritty TV. We need the producers to do some overtime, okay? I need you guys to be putting in the work to really trick these people and make it look like much better. Everybody has a plot, a plan, and a motive now. That's also just part of social media. Yeah, that's part of social media being an influence. Now we have so much in the know about shows and behind the scenes and what goes on and how they do it, and you know what I mean? Like, now you can come from the show and make a TikTok and millions of people can watch it and understand the behind the scenes. Whereas before, like, we didn't have social media like that. They couldn't go, like, short of them tweeting and posting little shit to their like MySpace walls and stuff. You didn't really get the behind the scenes. And yeah, they were regular girls. So that's why I go back and watch those early seasons, because I feel like it's just better. Divas is better. But yeah, I have to do shipping too. So it's a good little mundane, like, all right, let me do some shipping and throw something on. Yes. Oh, The Real World, dude. The Real World was so good. That's one that I actually might go back and really watch. The Real World was so good. And it was good even in the 90s, like way back. Even before the 2000s. TRL, so many good. Bring back like old VH1. Yes. I feel the same way, Holly, about watching early seasons of American's Next Top Model. You're like, oh my God. My Life is Liz. Somebody reposted a video that she did now. I think she did like an update because it was coming back together. I remember Big Brother. I never watched Big Brother though. That's crazy. That My Life is Liz. That's such a throwback. I feel like that opened like a different part of my brain when I heard that show again because it's been so long. I'm like, oh my God. There were so many other good like MTV shows and stuff like that. Dude, it was so good. MTV had so many good shows when I was like in high school. When we were in like middle school and high school, I'm 28, I'll be 29 at the end of this month. And in that era of like middle school, high school, like the 2005 to 2000 like 15 era, that 10 years was like such good TV. I feel like it was so good. Yeah. It was so good. The MTV era specifically. You had Girl Code on MTV. Like, I missed Girl Code. That was such a good show. Silent Library was so fucking funny. What else? There was the one show. Oh my God, this is so hard. It's satiating something in my brain. Girl Code was so good. Bring back Girl Code. Silent Library was so funny. I remember like, what other ones? God, there were so many good ones. Next was always good. I loved the Next where people's parents were like setting them up. Next was so good. There was one that was really good too. Wait, oh God, why is this? And it was like they were like high school students. What were they? What was it called? Parental Control. Yes, yes. MTV had that good shit initially. I never was a Girls Next Door fan. See, I feel like that's when I was still too young. Because Girls Next Door came out in what, like 2001, 2002, something like that. I was still in elementary school. So that's why I feel like TV from like 2000, maybe six or seven, up until like I graduated, like 2015, were the best shows and set them on dates with other people, which is crazy. That's parental control. Isn't that crazy? They're like, I don't like that her and hers boyfriend, and the girlfriend's like there watching with them. Like what? So funny. Oh my God. Literally so hilarious. Wait, did I say 20? I graduated in 2014. Sorry, Holly. 2014. Not 2015, 2014. Which is crazy because I just celebrated last year my high school reunion of 10 years, which is so bananas. Like, to see all of us, I was like, oh my God, we're all gonna be 30 soon, like a decade almost. Girl, did you go to your high school reunion? Yours was this year then, yeah? Of a horrible partner. Literally, it's like he's a bum, and it's like he just works at like a fast food place, and they're like calling him a bum and trashing him. They're so bad. It's crazy. Even like 16 and Pregnant, that was the motherfucking show. My mom would be like, you're not about to watch 16 and Pregnant. Like, you can't watch this. And then I think once she saw the premise, she's like, oh, yeah, actually, it's meant to make these bitches look bad and like their lives hard. She's like, you need to watch this. So crazy. You were homeschooled? Oh my God, T. Did you like being homeschooled? I've known several like homeschooled families in my life. And honestly, did you like it? Yeah. I've had mixed reviews. Some people that I know loved it, and then other kids were like, no, I wish that I obviously could go to high school. My sister, my stepsister, she has 6 kids and she homeschools them. She's very like Little House on the Prairie vibe in that way. Yes. I love that. Ashley, same. I love seeing like Chelsea's honestly probably the main one that's winning. It makes me sad when I see people like Janelle and stuff like that. Because it's just, you know, horrible. But I don't know. It makes me sad when you see the ones that fell off, but it makes me happy when you see her and like Macy and the OGs that do so well. Like I'm pretty sure Amber's like in jail and stuff like that. Like she's off the Richter, but I don't know. Yeah, I feel that too. Independent study for high school is like clutch sometimes, but it definitely and they were the best moms T on the show too. Like I rooted for Macy and for Chelsea so hard. Oh, hi Beanie. Okay, I was just making sure Beans is okay. Even on the show, and they were so sweet. And they unfortunately both had such shitty men. I hated both of their men. They treated them so bad. One thing I will say that always stuck with me, this is like now a rant about 16 and Pregnant is Chelsea's dad was such a ride or die for her. I'll never forget how cool her dad was for her and how much he like protected her and stuck up for her in that show. I remember just being like, oh, like he is a great dad. Like he is so cool. Yeah, like he was just such a down to earth. Like you need to step up if you're not. Like I'm gonna protect my daughter and this is what we're doing. Blah blah blah. He was happy for her when she said that she was pregnant. Like he was just so sweet. Like you could tell he was a girl dad. I was like, oh, you were a girl dad. You're a really cool dad. But they've always given me good vibes. It made me sad. Now it makes me happy that she's like with such an amazing man, but it made me sad to see that both of them, and honestly, majority of obviously the baby daddies were like horrible people, but they're also like 16, 17, 18 at the time too. So what do they know? But yeah, it made me sad that they had such bad times with their men on the show. I was like, fuck them, fuck them. I've never had any kids, you guys, but I would lose it if I find out that like if I had found out I was pregnant and the man that I was pregnant by was on some slime shit and was just out in the streets doing what these men were doing on 16 and Pregnant, I would be in jail. That baby would be delivered in a federal penitentiary. Federal. Because what the fuck is going on? That's crazy. It would get federal in here. Yeah. That is bananas. Yeah, that is bananas. Huh? You messed with the wrong fucking one, okay? That's crazy to me. It makes me sad. But yeah, people that do that, I'm like, ooh. Somebody said on TikTok, they're like, it should be a crime to cheat while you're pregnant. I'm like, and should. And should. I watched a video maybe like a month ago now on like the psychological trauma of cheating. And I'm like, exactly. So imagine that like even tenfold. So I can't imagine it. But yeah, it makes me sad to see how like common it is. That's what I'm saying. It makes me sad to see how common it is to like, I don't know. It's sad how it's become normalized. That is so sad to me. That's what I'm saying. That is just like flabbergasting to me. And it makes me so like annoyed with men, obviously, or for obvious reasons, I should say, but also just because you're like, are you that weak? Like, I don't know. I see it as like a weak thing where it's like, you're just such a coward. Like, that's crazy. Like, you're a coward. Oh, and she's pregnant. Like that's what I'm saying. That's like that should be punishable by law. Like there should be stipulations around that because I feel like that's so not only mentally devastating, emotionally devastating, obviously, but like physically devastating. Now you're like going to have a physical child with this person and like have to have them in your life. It's just very entrapping. I don't know. I don't play about that shit. Men are unwell in a lot of ways. And I do believe there's a lot of fab men, but there is also just a lot that are crazy like that and mentally abusive, manipulative, just all the things. It makes me sad for the divas. Like that's we gotta stay woke out here. We gotta stay woke out here, okay? But yeah, that does make me sad. I had to start disliking certain videos on TikTok because I feel like all I was seeing was like single mother videos, videos about people complaining about their baby daddies and things like that. I'm like, what? I don't understand. I don't understand why that was all over my feed. One, but two, it just was like I was in the trenches in my TikTok. Not well enough for partnership, literally. You have to be strong, girl. I know. I talked about this yesterday. I'm like, I feel like I'm in that period where I'm gonna be single for like such a long time. And I'm okay with that, you know? I love my singledom. I'm trying to like be experiential and just, vibe with it, girls. But I love partnership. I think that's just the Libra in me. Like, I love partnership. I love being in a long, secure relationship. I love coming home. I love what it feels like when two people create a home together. It's just so fab. And I think once you have it, it's normal. And now I've like talked to my therapist enough about it that I feel like comfort in it, but it's like so normal. Yeah, exactly. And Libras are just so loving in that way. I feel like it's just our Venus energy. But it's normal to crave that and want that because it's a very stable, secure, like there's a peace. When people say like true love feels like peace, I think that's very true. Both the partners that I've had that I've really been in long relationships with and loved, they were so peaceful. And I feel like it came from both ends. And I think that that's a good thing. Yeah. Oh my God. 1,000%. Never settle. 1,000%. I'm very into compromise, but I wouldn't settle on certain things. There's just things like obviously things that I can compromise on. He doesn't have to be 6'5". Like he doesn't have to be like richer than the last person I dated. I feel like there's a lot that I would compromise on, but there are certain things that I wouldn't settle for ever. Like he can't be an atheist and believe that there's like nothing outside of ourselves. I would not also then on the ladder date somebody that's like super religious. Like he couldn't be that way. He couldn't be. I don't know. Like, what are other things? What are like deal breakers? Do you guys have deal breakers? We're not really venting. We're kind of just yammering. I'm like, this is just a stream of consciousness. Welcome, sister, for tapping in. We're kind of just talking about dating right now because I'm not really going on dates. But yeah, definitely cannot be mean to children or animals. He has to speak respectfully, of course, be polite. But what are like deal breakers that you're like, ew, like that would be off rip? I think a deal breaker for me potentially is somebody with kids. I don't know if I would want to date somebody with kids since I don't have any kids. And I also think a deal breaker would be just somebody that was not very chalanty. Yeah. Oh my God. No, for real. Oh, flip flops is a major. That's like a trigger for real. That's like a trigger. Small penis is a huge one, or just somebody who's not like assertive in that way. Like I don't like a man that expects you to initiate all the time, and I find myself attracting those types of men where it's like, no, babe, you need to overpower this. Okay, it's coming with big body energy, and you need to come with bigger body energy. Okay. Like it's yeah. No gym baddies. No gym baddies. I can't do that either. I do like working out. I go to the gym, but I don't want you to be like a gym content influencer. Like if I want to go get a McFlurry, you can't be like, we're not eating shit like that. It's kind of like, all right, like we can have one a month, you know? Hi, Diva. Yes, gotta be tight with my girls. Exactly. It's just too much. It's just too much. I can't have you being too crazy. I will say, Ariana, honestly, having no ambition is a huge one. Having no ambition is a huge one. I do love an ambitious man, and I'm more than that. I want you to be driven. I want you to really be on your P's and Q's. I'm ambitious. I love somebody that's like going after it though. Ambition is all good and dandy until it's like actually put to work. So it's like you need to actually put this shit to work. Okay. I want to see it come to fruition. I love a driven man, like somebody who really can make things happen. Similarly, I do love a man that takes action. So like somebody that's like, okay, I'll handle it. I love an I'll handle it ass man. Okay. I love an I'll handle it ass man. Hello. Thank you, God. I'm thanking God already for the one that He'll send me because I know that will be. I mean, that was my ex too. He was very much like, I'll take care of it, and I think that's good. If a man is not solving your problems, he is the problem. I believe that wholeheartedly. If he is not helping solve the problem, he is the problem, or he just doesn't like you. I don't believe that a man that really like loves you and wants to see you win would let you struggle. I think that's just innate in a man, whether that's like a lot of men, honestly. Even like I've guy best friends, stepbrothers, it's like they'll try to help if they can. I feel like that's just any guy that really gives a fuck. So if he's like on some, yeah, you'll figure it out shit. Like heard so many wild stories. Where they're like, oh yeah. So what are you gonna do about it? Huh? Huh? What do you mean what am I gonna do about it? Oh my god, girl. I could only imagine what dating in Miami would be like. I was obviously in a relationship when I was there, and I'm grateful I did not have to date there. It's just I don't know what I would expect. I would be scared. I would be scared. I know. Shara, this is my thing with Shara's content, though, and high value women content and things like that. I don't think that you should ever financially depend on a man for money. Hear me when I say this. I think you should always have your own. whether it's your own business, your own job, whatever, let a man pay 90% of your bills. But I do think a woman should always be in any relationship paying something towards where you're living. So you have like a say and a stake in where you're living. And I also think you should just always be able to have your own money. So if you do want to leave, get the fuck out of there. So yes. And honestly, Steve, I mean, if he's willing to give you coin for a business, girl, make a business and start making some money. That's why I say to the people that like live at home, bitch, if you don't get your ass to the bins and go put them on whatnot and start selling on here, like you could make so much money just from like the comfort of your own home, you know? And especially if you don't have rent, bitch, if you're not paying rent in this economy, you better be stacking the coins. And that is 1000% true. I think that people underestimate, even in a good relationship. I was in a fabulous relationship. I have nothing but wonderful things to say about my ex. Unfortunately, people can grow apart in 7 years, and that's just what it was. If I did not have my own, I still would not have been able to leave that relationship without the help of him. Like I would have been financially dependent on somebody. And I just don't think that's ever good. Even when it's a fabulous like person who will help you out and wants to see you like succeed, is not like fuck her, blah blah blah. Which you know, a lot of people, I'm gonna say men and women in this, can get very emotionally manipulative when broken up with. Like I think that that's natural to feel sad and to feel all the things, but some people will like think about that over you and kind of what you need too. So I do think that there's like levels to it. I just don't think you should ever fully depend on anyone, even if it is like a good situation. It's the same thing with kids. Like I don't think you should have a kid with somebody if you couldn't afford to like financially cover that kid if God forbid something happened to that person, whether they leave, whether something, you know, because I've had people like I've had a parent pass away. It's like it's sometimes you don't know. It's not always the person cheating or leaving you. Sometimes you're just left with your kids because your spouse passes away. And that's like very much the truth. So could you afford to do or handle those kids by yourself? And that's just reality. That's the fucking scary part. We could talk about it at length. How having kids scares me. But yes, girls, it is just a decision. It is just a decision. Thank you for saying that. It was many years ago, but I do appreciate that. Yeah, I think that it's just like you have to choose, you have to make sure that you can put yourself in a position to do that. And that's actually something, if I'm being so raw and honest with you guys, that I've learned even from my previous relationship that was like wonderful financially too, where I didn't have to worry about things, is I learned like it almost reiterated, like don't depend on someone. Like leaving took a lot of my savings and money that I had saved up because I had started to just kind of depend and coast and got very comfortable in that relationship, which I think is normal. But like, you know what I mean? You don't want to. Yes. Holly, congratulations. The job is yours, bitch. I'm putting everyone on. I'm telling you, I'm so obsessed with reselling. Yes. I feel like you have to. I feel like you have to if you're going to go that route. And I will say this is a full-time motherfucking job around the clock, but it is so much more enjoyable than for me when I was sitting at a desk crunching spreadsheets in Excel, traveling to clients all day. Like it was just, you know, in a way it exercised my brain in a different way, but this is so much more creative and fluid. So although you're like, you know, it's at a salon. Yes. Although you're like grinding and you know, you're at the bins and doing whatever, it's so nice to set your schedule. Like I can go live at noon in the afternoon and just be chilling and then pack orders and go to the post office. You know, like you kind of get to do a mix of things. So it is nice. It is nice to set your schedule. I feel like that's the ultimate richness in life, is being able to work when you want to work and not work when you want to work. We all have to work, but eventually I would like my money to work for me and not have to like clock in or lock in. Like even with what I'm doing now, even with content creation, bitch, that money's gonna get so invested. I would like in 10 years. Okay. If I only kill myself for not being on YouTube 20 years ago or whatever, 10 years ago. I wish I would have started and stayed consistent with my YouTube in high school. And that's partially why with TikTok and even whatnot now, I'm so on it because I've tried it before and I fell off and I wasn't consistent. And I wish I would have pushed my younger self harder then, because who knows where I would have been 10 years later. Think about that. So I don't know. Give yourself perspective in that way. Yes, travel and health, but it's just, it's time more than anything. Like health is a huge one too. Health is probably the biggest one, but time and just even to say I need to rest today, like on a Thursday. I have days where I'm like, you know what? I need to take the day off. It's Wednesday. Make the show tomorrow. And I just need to lay down today. Like that's what my body needs. That's what my mind needs. That's what my nervous system needs. Like that's a luxury. And I will never take that for granted as somebody who had to clock in for years, you know? I will never take that for granted. And like couldn't you know, if you didn't have PTO or if it didn't get approved or whatever, like having to kind of still work even when sick. So it's just, I totally feel that. And that's why I say, like, these are like the silver linings that I feel like I find whenever I get down on myself about things not going my way or shows not going my way or whatever. It's like there are really amazing things like that that I get to still have happen. And I'm so grateful for. Like, that's great. Yeah. Oh my God. Aaron, sending you so much love and healing, Queen. Oh my God, they don't pay PTO. Bitch, look up the legalities. I need to see the legalities on that. Hi, Bree. It's almost our birthday. It's a rich girl's birthday. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm going to do a birthday show. I'm trying to really think about the curation. This is part of like the whole ramping up thing and like, oh my God, having like to go to the bins and stuff like that. We're deciding to go to the bins. My birthday September 28th. I believe that is a Sunday. So I won't be live on my birthday. It'll be the day after. It'll be that Monday is what I have it scheduled for. September 29th. September 29th at noon CST. Sexy little birthday. I know it'll be a mix of things. I want it to be like just beautiful pieces, very Janae pieces. So it'll just be a nice little curated Libra vibe. But yeah, I'm going to be sourcing like a My Life Depends on It this month, which is totally, totally fine. Oh my God, yes, September as well. I don't go live every day. I try to go live 3 times a week, is like where I'm at right now. 2, I'm live every Monday and Wednesday at noon for sure. And then I'm trying to add a third show, whether it's just like yapping like this. I'm going to go live this week on Friday, I believe. I'll probably have a Friday show as well. And that will be lower starts. It'll probably be like between $5 to $8 starts, and it'll be random mystery pulls. Whereas my curated shows are obviously one curated edit, one set price. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm trying to get back into the swing of 3 times a week. Whenever I was sourcing from the bins a lot more frequently, I could have 3 shows a week. When I first started Whatnot, I was live 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11. This was when I lived in Miami. And I did that for months. But I had to source from the bins to keep that alive because it was just a fuck ton of inventory. Like I would sell 100 items in a show. It was also a very different vibe. I learned so much through like that inception month or two because oh my God, it was just you learn so much, but you don't know until oh, the bins in Miami. It's in like South Miami area. Honestly, just look up Goodwill Outlet in Miami. It's like by Calle Ocho, so it's in like a little Havana area. No, it is. It is. It's all I think it is the Alapata. That one is there. They have so it is a regular store. Then they also have like the huge ass Goodwill training center, but it has a bins. If you go to the side road, like on the side of the store, and it's not very huge, but girl, yeah, there is no AC. It is very, very it's kind of smaller compared to like my bins now. It's so much smaller, but if you go in the morning, it's not been as bad. I've heard from one of my queens, Valentina, that it is like bananas though. When I went last year, like again, TikTok hadn't exploded when it came to thrifting and vintage in the bins and etc. So I feel like there wasn't all these like videos about it, which again, I'm like a proponent of that too. I share, so I can't be mad at people. But now I'm sure it's way different. I'm sure there are way more people. But I always just say go in the morning and try it out and then maybe go right before closing. I feel like that always hits, like going before closing. I might even go back to my bins today because they close at 7. So I do a little power hour. They technically close at 6:30 because they're not loyal and they stop rotating the bins. Yeah, girl. But yeah, I'll go from like 5 to 6:30 sometimes and just do a little dash. You'll get some good shit for like the low. I mean, I just feel like the bins is a game. You almost have to pop in and out. The bins for me is like 35 minutes. So it's not as easy as when I was in Miami. Sometimes I'd be like, oh, I have a free 2 hours. I'll just pop in and see what I can get. I will never underestimate that, you guys. Never underestimate that. I have been going more often. Yeah. I've been going more often just because I need more inventory. I don't have any wholesale plugs. I don't have only wholesale connections and I need to build back up to doing 3 shows. Okay. Bills is billing, y'all. Inflation's inflation. So I just need to make more money. I need to scale my business doing it, and I cannot do that without the bins right now. Almost everything from the bins, yes. From the bins, yes. From the racks, no. Like you guys will see, obviously these items are from the racks. I won't wash those unless something is in like disgusting condition, which typically at the racks it's not. I won't. But from the bins, I do wash the items. Especially like right now, I have OxyClean in the whites outside. And I love that. I would love to do a website eventually. I feel like that takes time and money and effort. Right now, I just simply don't have it. Like, I'm still so much in the grinding phase of my business. So, although I post about it and I feel like people from the outside looking in are like, oh my God, you do so well and you make coin. Bitch, it gets reinvested. My rent is also expensive. Like, I live alone. So, I think like you kind of decide what's worthwhile for you. For me, it's having a space to run my business out of, i.e., my house, which is a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom. And it is just like having a comfortable home. I'm a Libra at the end of the day. I need a comfortable home. So it's not crazy in Dallas. Like my rent is nowhere near what I paid in Miami, Queen. My Miami rent was crazy. Obviously, I was in a relationship, so it was not like I didn't have to pay the whole thing, but girl, yeah, South Florida rent was no joke. That's why I moved, frankly. And because like we wanted to buy a house eventually and like get to those places. So it was just like, where the fuck are we gonna buy a house in Miami? You know? It's crazy. But yeah, Dallas is a lot better as far as housing. I would say it's still up. Like compared to Texas, you would think you're getting a much better deal. And I'm like, you do, but you don't in a lot of ways. I'm very blessed with like my situation and like how it all came to be. It was none other than divinity and God, literally, because it all fell into place so crazily. If you guys have been rocking with me, especially for like through my breakup, through the last 5 months, my roommate initially, like he was the landlord and he lived here with me. Then he got a girlfriend within like the first 2 months of me moving in, and they wanted to move in within 2 months of like knowing each other. Very crazy, not my business. So he ended up moving out and was like, "Do you want to rent the whole thing out?" It worked out just so perfectly. Like it really was so serendipitous, and he gave me a great deal. He let me keep like so much of his furniture. I had like my bedroom furniture when I moved in, and now I have like studio furniture and stuff upstairs. But like majority of what you see out here is his furniture, and he had great taste, and I love that. Like my stuff is here, so these are like my books, my painting, obviously my like pictures and things like that. But like he picked that out. A straight man, I know. He picked out this gorgeous cabinet, like just beautiful stuff. His TV. So I feel like for what I pay to have all the furniture, all my bills included, the location and living alone and having studio space, it like really was the best. And you guys, honestly, it really took me accepting like I deserve this. I can do this in my mind because I was so scared. Like I was so scared, dude. It's just a lot. Living is a lot. Like living alone is a lot. Providing for yourself is a lot. If you're doing it, you're making ends meet. You are like handling your shit, girl. Just pat yourself on the back. Some days I would feel so guilty for resting, and I'm like, you deserve to rest. You're working so hard to keep everything up and running and afloat and like still, growing as a person and still calling your parents and still, trying to do all the things. I feel like Doechii in her song Bloom, where she's like, I just want to be, working on myself and, be a good sister, make sure my mom's okay, and still chase my dreams and still make sure I have a roof over my head. I'm like, oh, she's so real. Shout out to Doechii. I love my bitch Doechii. But it's like, it's so true. You really can't do it all sometimes. I still want to move to Texas. Yes. Honestly, I moved to Texas with a partner, but knowing nobody. Like, so now I've built this community brick by motherfucking brick because I didn't know anyone when I lived here. And then going through a breakup a month after being here, it's just very isolating. And honestly, I think that that's something that almost every human should go through is just moving to a new city where you don't know anyone, reestablishing yourself as an adult, as the person you want to be, shaking off any old idealisms, shaking off any old beliefs of other people, any bad energy. Like it's so healing and clearing. It is painful. It is metamorphosis to its core, becoming something. But it was such a beautiful thing. I'm so grateful now looking back. It's almost been 9 months of me living here, which is crazy. And it's, I look at the person that I've like evolved into, and it's just beautiful. It really helps you like reestablish trust in yourself, which is nice. I think every young person should move to a new city and try new things in that way. I think that's such a beautiful thing. Hi, Amanda. I saw you just joined. I deal with anxiety by smoking a lot of weed. I'm like, well, if you want the truth, girls, there it is. And just being alone a lot of the time. I take a lot of boundaries for myself. I'm fun and this, and you guys see me, and if I ever see you guys in person, it's all lit, it's all love. Like, I will always show the energy, but I do spend a lot of time alone, and I think that recharges me. Like, I need it. As an extrovert, as somebody who does love to show up and give energy and just is excitable and does have a lot of energy, I need to reel it back sometimes, Sometimes I have to be selfish. Sometimes I have to be selfish, you know? I think building yourself somewhere new is so beautiful. Like people underestimate that at least once in your life. I think I would love to live in a different country. I'm manifesting that for myself, but yes, I would love that. No, oh my God. Worse when I don't. Yes, I'm telling you. I think that you can totally wait, do I sell on what? Yes, I do sell on whatnot. I do sell on whatnot. I sell here, obviously. Sugar Bucket's the best. Yes, I love a girl apartment. I do need more balance. I'll be very honest with you and transparent. I'm not a huge proponent of chiefing down all the time. But I'm also have been a stoner for like almost a decade now, you guys. I'll be honest, I feel like I have like ADHD. It helps me slow down, it helps me release anxiety, and it once you work for yourself and have to just climb the ladder, I need a release. Okay? I'm not a vapor girly. I don't really drink ever. I do a lot of mocktails. I'm just like alcohol is not my vice. So I feel like you have to have a vice. Mine is weed. I'm like and that's what it is. But I used to feel guilty about it. I used to feel very, very, very guilty and just so like, oh my God, I don't like it. I need to do this. And sometimes you have to realize like all of that in your head, all that language, all that verbiage, all that you telling yourself you should be, you need to do this. Like you need to break that down. You know, I had to break down like, what do I feel like it says about me to smoke weed? What do I feel like, why do I have this thing around it? And what's the stereotype around it? So I think as long as you're conscious and like everything's in balance, like I said, don't be like chiefing down all day and I don't know, just find balance in it. I think that is a good thing. But I don't think that people should pressure you into it. I had like with my ex, he was a major drinker and like socially, I don't think he was like not with a problem, but he loves a motherfucking drink. And he would sometimes, talk to me about the same thing. And I would be like, well, again, I can go without for a week. You cannot go without for a week having a drink after work or having a drink to let loose on the weekends or whatever. So I think there are differences here. Like make sure that you can put it down and be like, okay, if I need to have days of clarity, I can have that. And if you don't feel like you can have that, then maybe that's what's telling me, okay, I need to, find more balance with it. But everything in moderation. That's why I don't like fall into these fuck ass people that will be like, stop eating this, stop doing whatever. Like, you can have a McFlurry every once in a while, okay? You can have a blunt every once in a while. You can have, I'm like, don't do crack. But I think that there are levels to it. Yeah. Like, there are levels to it. Everybody's not perfect all the time. And that's coming from somebody who really struggles with perfectionism and just always being exceptional and on. Like, give yourself the grace to sometimes let your hair down, bitch. Okay. It doesn't always need to be on the Wednesdays. Okay. Only on Wednesdays. But like sometimes that is the valve that needs to be released. And I love that. I think we need to liberate ourselves from that. I'm liberating myself from that now, but even admitting it and saying it on the internet. And I think that that's like freeing in a way, you know? Girl, it's so bad. It's so bad. I can definitely have perfection tendencies. I only have one Virgo placement. It's my Mercury, but it is in the 10th house. I really love helping people. I like processing information, but sometimes I do worry about perception, even with like the t-shirt thing. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna think about that for a week. Like, it's just stuff like that where it's like sometimes you just get so in your head over certain shit and you're just like, oh my God, this is not going to plan, you know? So you just feel a need for sig. Yeah, I sometimes do like a little drunk sig whenever I'm out. Like if I was in Europe right now, I went to well, I didn't go. I had a friend that was in from the UK and like he would roll cigs and stuff like that. I'm like, see, we'll have a little martini and I'll smoke a little rolled, a little rolled cigarette, a little French cig that you brought over. Like that is not going to kill you. But do I think you should be smoking every day? No. Do I feel like I should be? No. So there are levels to it. Like I do have checks and balances. I'm not Delulu. And that's where I say, like, you do have to just do it in moderation. And even I am looking to be better about the moderation because it really isn't good, you know? Drinking, I've cut down. I used to really feel like socially I had to drink a lot and would feel like uncomfortable if I didn't. You know what I mean? Yes, girl, every day. I'll be honest, every day. Every day. It used to be like all day, every day, you guys. I was really like when I first quit my job, I think I was just going through it and I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. We're going to light up at all points. But now I've really reeled it in. I've been able to be like, okay, we can do a little here, a little there, and that's all. We don't need to do several in a day. We can do one in a day. So I feel like that's good. And that's also a really big T too. I am like more of a night girly. I'm definitely like nighttime, to go to bed, a little indica vibe. And that's what's really helps for me. So that's why I don't think it's bad. I feel like it's more of a you're like smoking all day every day, but I'm much more of like a let me do it at night. Let me relax in my backyard. And I feel like once I train my brain also to see it as more of like a almost like dessert at the end of the day, I would look forward to it versus like almost like coping with it. You know what I mean? Yes, girl. Oh my God, I know. I wish I mean, I live in Texas, so it's from a smoke shop. It's not that good. Although I have had several people at the smoke shop try to like offer me, and I'm like, hello. This one guy like tapped on my window and like threw me a nug of weed. I was like, oh, okay. What's happening? I'm like, what's going on? It's also crazy that they let you just spell it out in the chat. What not scares me sometimes. I'm like, please don't get me banned, you guys. Don't get me mad, bitch. Beans and I need an income. Oh my god, yeah. No, some people just are not meant to. Some people are just not meant to smoke. Like that's why I say everybody has their vice. I'm not a huge drinker. I feel like I started after 25, 26. You guys, alcohol just started not agreeing with me. Like I used to be able to kick back some teenies, go have a glass of wine, finish the night with beer, like do it all, mix it all, whatever. After 25, 26, it's like a switch flipped and I would have two martinis and wake up the next day as though I got ran over by a bus. So I don't know, it started to really fuck with me in a really weird way. And I would feel like depressed the next day. I feel like, I don't know, it's almost like the chemicals just started to unbalance. So I really don't drink. I really don't. Unless I go out to have like dinner with a friend, I'll have a martini or two then. But those are like scheduled dinners, like planned things. I'll like day to day. My ex would like make like have a beer at home or like, like would drink stuff like that at home. I don't solo drink. So I'm more of like I'll solo, smoke by myself at night. But yeah, I can't do the drinking all the time. It just was not going with. Oh my god, Archive Angel, love. Wait, I have so many stuff. Okay. One of my faves, I have my matchboxes in front of me and I have so many good Miami ones. Girl, Dirly, Diva and Girly. Dirty French was one of my favorite restaurants. The vibes, the decor, the food. Like, I feel like it was underrated. My building was right across from it, and it was so delish. I only went there maybe twice. Chateau Ziz's also delicious, beautiful vibes. And the food is so good. It is very expensive, I would say. Chateau Ziz's is expensive for what it is because it's like Tex-Mex kind of a vibe in the sense that they have really delicious food. But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of expensive for what it is. But their tacos, girl, so good. Those are two of my faves. I love Sea Spice. I feel like that's always an oldie but a goodie. And yeah, it is so delicious. Sea Spice was like my birthday spot for the last 3 years. Oh yeah, I will totally have a glass of wine sometimes with dinner. Like actually today, you guys, tea or something like this. Like this is a perfect example. I went to Aldi today and I saw they have these pumpkin beer, like a pumpkin brew. So I got some of those. So I'll have like these. I got 6 of these, but a lot of the ones that I do get are like these, also from Aldi. They're a mocktail spritz, so it's like an Aperol spritz. Because I feel like Aperol makes me kind of sick. So I don't know. I'll get stuff like that. And those actually, Aldi has a lot of mocktails, you guys. Oh my god, excuse me. Pro tip. I'll show you. This brand, it's called Summit. This is what they look like. They have a Bellini one too that's also at Aldi. It's from the brand Summit though. So this one's Aperol Spritz because I do love Aperols. So sometimes I'll just put this in a wine glass and that's actually what I drink throughout the week or like a Diet Dr. Pepper. Now I'm going to have some of my pumpkin beer. So sometimes I'll keep that, but like those will last me for probably over a month. Like I may have a beer every few days. I'll probably have one today because I'm excited to try it. So I don't know. I don't think you need to like really give that much of a fuck, but I do think limiting alcohol helped me a lot too. Because I don't know, you guys. It was not agreeing with me, girl. It's the age. No, I'm already like you guys can see I'm getting gray hairs. Everything's happening. This is what I get for plucking it, you guys, and it snapped in half and now I just have like a little gray alfalfa hair. Hello? Say hi to me and my friend. No, you're totally fine. Yes. No, no, no. So the blood orange Italian soda tea, Vampire is so tea at Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's has really good kind of like mocktails or whatever, just beverages too. But Aldi has some really good like specific mocktail ones and good beverages. Like they have ginger beer, that Summit brand makes like the Bellinis, Aperol Spritz. I think they have another like almost mojito style one. And then they have like several sodas that brand makes, which is like craft root beer, ginger beer, maybe cream soda. I don't remember. But yeah, they have some really good ones, you guys. Girl, I love T. Joe's. It gets me in trouble. So does Aldi. Like Aldi, I love Aldi down. I'm like so like sponsor me, Aldi. Hello? Give me a gift card. I need a gift card. I love Aldi so much. And I didn't realize how much I loved Aldi until I started shopping there again this year. Because I really didn't have one in Miami. There was like no Aldi. So I hadn't been to Aldi until I moved back to Texas here. Or back to Texas. That's crazy. Moved to Texas. Because I used Publix in Miami. It was like right at the base of my building, so I could walk there, which was nice. And I do miss that, you guys. Low key tea. If you live in a walkable city now, kiss the ground, bitch, because I am so over driving. I'm over it. Okay. Dallas Fort Worth is so spread out. You feel me? Yes. Exactly. I feel like it's fun to do instead of a little hobby, and it's just like so fun. period. I'm not from Miami. I'm actually from California originally. I'm from the Bay Area. It's like 40 minutes outside of San Francisco. It's called Vacaville. But yeah, so I'm from like mid northern California, from the Bay. From the Bay. I've lived low key everywhere, you guys. I've lived in California, in the Bay Area. Then when I was in sixth grade, my family moved to Wyoming because my mom was in the military. So we lived there for 4 years. Very crazy, very different. Culture shock. Hello. It was like living the simple life, actually. Everybody that I met, like my school was so small. My sixth grade and like middle schools were very tiny. Everybody had already like gone to school with each other for so long. Um, but so nice, like still nice nonetheless. And then I moved to Florida, to Destin, Florida. If you are familiar with the Panhandle, and that's where I went to high school. And then I went to Orlando for college, moved to North Carolina to live with my parents after college, and I lived with my sister. Then I moved back. Guys, a bitch is never shy of the move. Okay, that's the Sagittarius rising in me. I am never going to not move. If I want to go, I will go. I'm not somebody who feels overly tethered to a place. Like I genuinely do like moving. Not the process now, but I like living in a new area, exploring, meeting new people. Even though it's hard, like that's what this move proved to me as a singular person doing it now is it is really hard. Like it's as an adult, it's like hard to put yourself out there sometimes. I feel like I'm more shy as an adult than I was as a kid. Does anyone feel that? I'm like, why am I so shy now? I'm like, I was like such a brazen child. But I do feel like as an adult, sometimes it's like harder because you're like, oh my God, like, wow, now I have to put myself out there with like these other adults, and there's not like this layer of family and different dynamics and whatever to shield me. It's like, oh my God, now you're like knowing me and yeah, all the stuff. Moving is just, it's so key to experience different places. Like, I don't know. Again, it'll be a long time before I buy a house because I really don't have a place that I'm like, I want to be here for years and years and years. Like, again, I'm a very comfortable renter, team renting over here. I love to rent. And I don't know. I like to figure it out. I think it's nice to have the option to go though. I feel, whoever said this in the chat, I feel so hard the wanting to live overseas. It's been on my soul. Fun fact, my Venus, you guys, is in the ninth house, which is like the house of travel, higher education, philosophy, um, just foreign affairs, foreign relationships. I genuinely think my bay is overseas. It's giving, I almost was gonna say it's giving 90 Day Fiance. It's not giving 90 Day Fiance, bitch. Don't try it. But like I do think that I will meet an international man. Like I don't know, I could totally see that. Yeah, right? I just love other cultures. I love to travel. I've been to a lot of places in the world and I plan to keep that energy going, God willing. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I think it's good to explore. So take that move, book that trip, spend that coin on an experience like that. I think money spent on stuff like that in my eyes is literally never spent. I don't care if you spend your last $2,000 on your credit card to do it. I feel like that is so like it's important to do those things. Every video that you watch, I feel like of people saying what they wish they did on their deathbed is that they needed to like do those things. Like I wish I traveled more. I wish I would have, gone and seen the Great Wall of China. I wish I would have done XYZ. It's always that or they wish they said something to somebody. So I feel like those are two very important things. Like book the trip. Go take a visit. Like there's so many I'm like saying this as somebody who has credit card debt from her trips. Is this me justifying or is this me encouraging because I like company? But I really do believe like I have no regret in that. Everybody has credit card debt to fuck it. Not everybody, but most of us, okay? So hey, at least it was spent on good experiences. Exactly. Literally, my credit card covering my ears. I think that mine is doing the same. Quit that job. No, literally, that's so funny. Yes. Hi, Vaughn. I hope you had a fab show. We're just yapping, relaxing, vibing. I have to. Oh my god, it's already 2 o'clock. I have to do shipping in probably soon, girls. So actually, let's read somebody else. You guys, thank you for hanging out. This is so like off the riff and kind of cray cray, but I hope to see you girls tomorrow at noon. Experiences. I know we speak in French over here. Okay, Michelle. Oh my god, we're speaking of French. Yes, guys, I'll see you tomorrow at noon. And then maybe I'll do like a little. Y'all are trying to press me to do a night show. I really want to. Maybe I'll try it on Friday. It scares me, you guys. Even when I was on last night, all the bad bitches. They said bring your baddest bitches out. Everybody was on. I'm scared. So we'll see. Okay, bye divas. Let's raid somebody though. Let's see who's on. Let's see who's in the ether. Let's see who's on. Oh, our diva CC says. Okay, I'm gonna go chill with CC2 while I pack.